can never tell I'm a covering. I keep on telling you, you know, because I have never cast a vote. And until I cast a vote,
All right, Goffman. Sorry.
Are you ashamed?
All right, my brother.
Are you ashamed to be called a comrade?
Goffman.
Proud to be called a
you're
comrade.
not ashamed to call a comrade. That's me. I'm a different type of, a different individual from
A different type of comrade. We hear you, Goffman. You're a different type of comrade. Goffman, we hear you. You're a different type of comrade. We heard it.
All right. Okay, let me ask
no, come with the quick switch. We hear it.
Let me ask this question.
Oh, we're not
you guys were talking about charity and non-profit organization and blah, blah, blah. And I heard someone said that a non-profit organization is not funded by the public. Is that, I heard that?
We can't tell you what you hear.
Probably for Ingram, you probably hear that.
No, man, because I heard somebody say non-profit organization is not funded by the public. Didn't that
was Ingram. That was Ingram.
Did you hear that, sir?
That was Ingram. That was Ingram.
What is your question?
That was Ingram. Let me say, that was Mr. Ingram.
Make Goffman talk, no man.
Chuck, weren't you the one that said the Prime Minister charity is not funded by the public? Didn't you not say that?
I said the Prime Minister don't have a charity, sir.
The Prime Minister don't have a charity and it is not funded by the public. Didn't you not say that?
The man said no have a charity. How if he said those two things don't compute? Those two things don't compute.
Okay, the foundation then. I ask a question then. The foundation of the Prime Minister, did you not say it's not funded by the public?
Did I say that? Maybe I did.
Okay, all right, and then you guys says that non-profit organization is not funded by the public.
When did we say that?
Ingram said that, Goffman. I'm telling you, Mr. Ingram. Let me be more respectful. Mr. Ingram said that, Goffman.
Okay, so Mr. Ingram said that. The next thing again, I heard Angel state, right? That she
hold on, sir. I'm here, you know. I am here, sir. I'm here.
So, Mr. Ingram, right, did you say that, Mr. Ingram?
Listen, me, sir. I'm a distinguished lieutenant governor in the Kiwanis movement.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Ingram,
but I know that all charity, our foundation is funded by the public. Public funds it. Whether it's because the bottom line figure, the organization maybe at Timbuktu, but the organization is getting money from some institution, and that can be that is public funds.
Yes.
Hold on, Goffman.
Hold on, John. Let me take care of that one up here. Goffman, you cannot come here and say that. Listen to me. If I farm a non-charity, I take out 10% of my pay every month and put in there. Is that funded from the public, sir?
Stop. A good question. Remember, you take out a non-charity.
What you said is not true. What is the easy answer? What you said is not true, Goffman, and the question Chuck asks is an easy answer. Goffman. What Chuck asks is an easy answer because you know why it takes so long? It directly proves that what you said before is not true.
Don't make sense.
That's why you hesitate to answer the question. And I was going to bring the same point for these rich billionaire philanthropists that exist, where use their own money and perform these charities. Is that public funding? Oprah Winfrey, for example, who use her own money to do whatever, is that public funding? And we can call a raft of names. What you said is incorrect, Goffman.
It is
and you should just stand
corrected.
Just stand corrected and let us move on.
Mr. Chuck, I'm at work. I want to ask a question to Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram.
Hello, they continue to mute me, man. They continue to mute me. I have a warm time. My finger sick. Continue.
Yes, Mr. Ingram, but I have a question for you, sir. You remember when you was on your live and I scored on your live and I come on your live and say, Mr. Ingram, it's the first time I see you on a pub on a live and I never know say I saw you stay. And when you was beating the Prime Minister and call Andrew One is a liar, and all I know over there telling Andrew One is a liar, sir. And you say to me, I say to you, I never know say you look like that. And you're carrying down the country. And you say a word to me and you kick me off of the back just because you still call Andrew One is a liar. You remember that day, sir?
No, I don't remember the day you're referring to. I don't remember the day you're referring to.
When I say to you, I never know that you was on your life, you and your brothers themselves. You don't remember that?
Let me assure you, Let me assure you. If the Prime Minister is lie, and if Bruce Golden and if Mark Golden is lie, I'm going to call it.
Ask that, Mr. Ingram, the man said he never call the Prime Minister lie.
But Mr. Ingram, the important question is, on what grounds do you call the Prime Minister a liar? That's the important.
And then you say, remember you say, no, sir.
Tell us the proven lie that he tell.
1 minute, sir. You say you have grandkids and you have your kids, them and this and that, and you don't want nothing to happen to you. And you are carrying down the Prime Minister and you're acting like you are.
What do you mean? What do you mean if I don't want nothing to happen to me? What do you mean by that?
You say you don't want nobody to carry down your character, and you are carrying down back somebody else's character. How you
I'm not
feel
carrying
about
down
that?
character.
You are, Mr. Ingram, you are.
I'm not carrying down. Hold on.
Mr. Ingram, you are.
Hello, let's get something clear here once and for all. Let's get something clear here once and for all. Andrew Holness is
Hold on, cut budget. Hold on, let me hear.
Hold on.
Come on, push Fitter. Let me hear him
get
cut
something
budget.
clear here. Andrew Holness is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And he's held at a higher standard than you and I. He's the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And he's required to maintain and to act in a particular manner.
You still need to answer. What is
if he
the
don't,
proven
and
lie?
next year when Mark Golden become Prime Minister, he's required to act in a certain manner also.
Which one Mark Golden Prime Minister? Oh, wait, I'm stop this, man.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram. Hold on, guys. Hold on, the cut budget. Beg you a second. Cut budget. Beg you a second, please. Cut budget. Please, beg you a second. Mr. Ingram, you're wrong again. Since me come on, I say, amount of time, I have to stop the place to tell you say you're wrong. Well, you see what you say? In a phone world, it's correct, you know. Because election is due this year, but next year you plan to make Mark Golden Prime Minister. Well, do nothing in a phone world that is possible. While in the real world and in Jamaica's constitution, that isn't possible because election is this year. So,
but is they're gonna vote next year? That would be very good for us.
Keep on the vote till next year. That's cool. We don't have no problem with that. Wrong and strong. Protecting JA. Over to you, sir. I give you the floor. Never humble.
Una some wicked and not mean Jamaica not good. I tell you that you're not wicked.
Mr. Ingram, there's an outstanding question from me, Chuck. Chuck, I'm protecting JA. There's an outstanding question from me that I need an answer from Mr. Ingram. And what grounds do you call the Prime Minister a liar?
Yes.
Give us the proof to which he has lied, and you guys or any individual have proven such, and as such you have garnered the right to call him a liar. Go ahead, Mr. Ingram. The floor is yours.
Added to that, Travis, them say my teeth. Added to that, what are they stolen? Please enlighten us what the Prime Minister has stolen.
Allow me to speak. Please, I beg you. I don't remember the date that the young man is talking, but I make mention time and time again to the Prime Minister saying that he born in a one-room house or he born in a two-room house, two different occasions. And I use that against him all the while because I want to know whether he was born in a one-room or a two-room board house. I don't know if any of you can help me.
Ingram, that is just a mistake, which anybody can make a mistake. Man, I heard him say one room.
No matter when but I heard him say one bedroom and two room house and one bedroom house.
Hey,
no
matter when nobody with that, man.
I market. I live when him born, him mother left me now one jump side the road and somebody pick him up. My prime
Guys, hold on. protecting. I choose JA. Hold on, protecting guys. Hold on. We must look at the magnitude of buffoonery that we just heard just now, right? This man up and all over the internet and the world by extent, calling this man a liar, a liar, a liar, a liar. When called to question and to pay his account, when he was asked to pay his account, he says, you know what? You know, call him that because me hear him saying in a 2-bedroom and in a 1-bedroom. And
I don't think
I heard that too. I heard that too. But I'm saying
ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, this man. Get a second with Mr. Ingram before he jump off. I'm tired of this, you know. He don't jump off. Let me ask you this, Mr. Ingram. And I would really appreciate your honesty. Did the IC...
Protecting Jay, that is asking too much.
Oh, well, me know still, but me don't know if he can get converted today. Maybe the Lord touch him. Did the IC not highlight 2 issues that they found with Mr. Holness's declaration or whatever his accounts show? Did they not just highlight 2 issues? One, let me remind you, because you say you read the report a good while back. One of the issues they had was his name appeared on his parents' bank accounts. One account is father, 11,000 something, and another account is mother, her pension, 300,000. And the next issue was that they came up with about 1.2 or 1.3 million, 1 point something million, that they could not, according to them, they could not find 1.9 million. That,
remember that? You remember that?
They could not find where that 1.9 million was coming from. Aren't those the 2 issues that they found, Mr. Ingram? Let me see if you can be honest on that.
No, sir.
Oh, you mean no? What other issues did they find?
Issues that are referred to the FID and
No. I'm not talking about you and your comrade them. Mr. Ingram, be honest. Did the Integrity Commission investigator not highlight 2 issues which they sent, the only 2 issues arising from the investigation? One, they could not locate where the 1.9 million is to be fixed. And they could not understand why his mother and father would put his name on their bank account as their child. Aren't those the 2 issues, Mr. Ingram? Be honest now.
You're absolutely wrong, sir.
Oh, I am wrong?
Absolutely wrong.
Aren't those the 2 issues that
you're spreading rumors, sir.
Mr. Ingram, all right, me ask you a question and you don't answer, so shut up.
I answer you're wrong, sir.
Those the 2 issues that they sent to the director of prosecution?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was sent to the director in which he was found not guilty on. Couldn't press charge because they didn't raise to the threshold of a charge. But there are other matters that are referred to FID and TAJ.
Mr. Ingram, will you allow me? And pressured her to charge him for his name to appear in his mother's bank account, which he was a little boy and she put it there, and his father's bank account, when he was a little child, his father put his name in there.
You're also being...
You're 1.9 million.
You're also being disingenuous.
Marcia, mute Marcia. Sorry, guys.
The fact of the matter
Marcia, your background is
although
loud.
the account was there from little boy, several transactions went through at the current time they were referring to.
What transaction? Identify one transaction. Which transaction?
Numerous transactions.
His mother draw money for her pension, 50,000.
No, sir. No. You're wrong.
Mr.
Ingram. Be honest. What transaction?
Let me cut you for a second. Mr. Ingram.
Hey.
One of 2 things is true right here. So at this very juncture right here is either you are a liar or you are a liar. You know why? Because you said to us that you read the report. And the report tell you that there was no transaction from the Prime Minister to any of these accounts.
That's not correct, sir. That is not correct. That is not correct, Chuck.
Have you read the report, sir?
That is not correct, Chuck, and you know it. That's not correct.
Have you read the report? Is that
Mr.
simple
Ingram.
question now?
Yes, sir. I answered the question a million one time already.
Mr. Ingram, you say if that day you done and God no lick you down, he really love you.
God no love him, you remember protecting remember God, the wicked live longer more the good, you know. So they have to shit on them, shit, you know, that you
So let him explain then project it.
Mr. Ingram,
Yeah.
I heard Travi and Chuck already repeated the law that constitutes the Integrity Commission and the law that constitutes the office of the Director of Investigation. The law that constitutes the completion and tendering to the Parliament of a report, which basically says, once a report is sent to the Parliament, the investigation is complete. Mr. Ingram, would you agree that because the sinister plot that was orchestrated by your leader, Mark Golding, did not work how you planned it? They demonized Kamika, and because she refused to be drawn into your evil, it was decided from that point that her contract would not be renewed. Is that so, Mr. Ingram?
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Oh, so you don't say I'm not going to your leader, so I'm not telling you what.
I think an investigation should be open on her to say why they did not. Why was it that she was not asked to renew her
Mr. Ingram,
her contract?
Because she would not play along with the boys.
And again, they should.
But
Greg
girls
Christie.
normally played boys. But
Greg
girls
Christie.
normally played boys.
Hold on, man. Greg Christie.
Who said that?
Who will be leaving on the 17th of May.
No, sir, you don't pay Dolly House.
Greg Christie, who would be leaving on the 17th of May. Because
Honorable man. Honorable Jamaican. Greg Christie.
Because Kamika did not play along, did not play ball, Greg Christie decided that they would employ Dayton Campbell's best friend. Dayton Campbell is the godfather for this guy's child. And Mr. Christie decided that since they found somebody who would not play ball, might as well go for Dayton Campbell's best friend so that they can finally soak the Prime Minister and charge him for something. Is that the plan, Mr. Ingram?
Before the election? Much chance before the election?
Is that the plan, Mr. Ingram?
I'm asking about chance before the election.
Are you confirming that they're planning to charge him before the election? Thank you very much.
I'm asking you what you're talking about.
I appreciate your response, Mr. Ingram.
Are you saying that they're not going to charge before the election?
Mr. Ingram, you just said they're planning to charge him before the election. But that you just said.
I just want to say something. I just want to say something.
Thank you for them 3 questions there.
Go ahead, Marcia.
In terms of the charity, I'll go back to that where you said that for him to ask the public for money, it has to be registered. You cannot ask the public for money for your charity if you don't have a registered charity. It is illegal. You can something there for your own, fund your own charity. You will still get a tax receipt because you're allowed to write it off, whatever you give to the public, to give out to whoever. You will still, from once you can show the show that you gave this company or whatever, as a private citizen, you can do that. So if it's not registered, he cannot collect money from the public for funding or for contribution or whatever, like he want to have a sponsor or something like that, because he must give them a receipt.
That statement is not necessarily correct, my dear.
Why is not? No, let him explain. Let him explain why.
The Commissioner of Income Tax has the prerogative to determine what portion they'll allow you to write off.
I didn't give a specific amount. I said certain amount. That's what I said. I said certain amount.
That's correct.
You're allowed to write off certain amount.
That's correct.
I don't know what's the minimum or the maximum.
And Marcia, that is why I was saying earlier on that it has that money has an implication.
But it doesn't have any implication.
I said it earlier on. It has implication. That's the very point I was making earlier on, Marcia.
I think
the moment it's a material figure, it has implication.
But why is it? You mean? But he can prove. He can prove who he gave the money
to. Please, I want to bring to your attention that Mr. Ingram just labeled.
But it's where the money come from, Marcia. Where the money come from?
But
hold on, Mr. Ingram. He just
money come from and where it going to? That's the implication.
What do you mean?
Where you get the money from?
No. But if the man is using his own money to fund, what do you mean where he gets the money from?
Know what I'm saying. Hello, but know what I'm saying. For the matter to be settled, we have to consider, it have to be considered where it comes from or where it is going to.
But that's not.
Let me ask him something.
But that's not. Hold on. But that's not the issue. That is not the issue to say where the money come from. The account is not registered as something there as a charity, right? He's not collecting money. Well, it depends on the amount then. But there is no issue so far as I can see. They make mention of it. But let me ask another question. I would like for Prince Kamika to give a statement or to come out and tell John Public how she came to the decision to say not to charge the Prime Minister. I would love to see that report or that summarization.
She stated her position. She said
no. But I would no. So why was not? Oh no, she stated her position. Said the Prime Minister should not be charged. Right. There is nothing to be charged. What I'm saying.
It didn't really. It was difficult. And you know,
but that's what I'm saying.
The DPP use that term all the while.
Hold on. No. It would be difficult because there is nothing to prove. Because based on what they're going off, the minuteness of it, that's why I say it's going to be difficult to prove, right? What I'm saying, then why would Kevin go ahead of her and proceed? That's the part. Proceed to say that they should further investigate the Prime Minister.
Because that's a different matter.
No. But the matter is closed.
No, man. No. Don't say that.
The matter is closed because number one.
Don't say that. The matter on the bank account. The matter on the bank account.
No, it did not.
The matter. She ruled on the matter of the bank account.
No, she did not. She ruled on the matter
of the bank account only.
No, it didn't say. So she didn't summarize and say, so based on the poor bank account, we cannot charge the Prime Minister.
She ruled on the matter of the bank account only.
Rule on it.
Yeah,
she said there is no charges to
That's
delay.
what the ruling was on, madam.
But you can tell someone, maybe later,
So what I'm saying, okay, I would like to see a report because normally they would do a report as to how she comes to this decision. I would like to see them release that report.
Okay.
I would also like for them to release the first investigation because in order for you to go outside of Jamaica to get an international auditor, you have to go through the local first, which is FID. So obvious FID must have started an investigation, complete the investigation. They were satisfied.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
What?
Depends. When you do an audit, you specify what the audit is for.
No. Right? So what I'm saying to you.
The audit that was done the audit that was done from the international audit firm has nothing to do with the matter of implication of
No, my dear. You're not listening. Let me talk again.
No, you need to listen.
Hold on, but you cut me off. Well, let me finish. You cut me off first. Let me finish. What I'm saying, the investigation started with the local, which would have been FID, right?
No.
Why would you? They are allowed to go outside of Jamaica, but you first have to start with and they did say that they commissioned the FID first, then they went outside of Jamaica. They get the international auditor to comes in, right? And they did an investigation. I would like to see what FID completed the initial stage of it. The second part is when the international auditor comes in. I would like to see that report also. Because
Marcy, you're incorrect, Marcy. You're not correct with that.
Why is it that I'm not correct?
The audit that was done by the forensic audit is deal with a specific matter.
How do you know?
You have different audits.
How do you know?
What FID is looking, let me tell you, for example, FID is looking now at the lodgement that were made, for example. Some lodgement that were made, some night lodgement that were made cash. You know, in Jamaica, the law of Jamaica.
I understand.
You know, a certain amount of cash in your position.
I understand night deposit.
Right.
Yeah, I understand night deposit. You can deposit checks or cash depending on what you collect. Right? So what I'm saying, when an international auditor comes in, he didn't deal with a specific, he deals with everything. Because that is why they're called.
No.
Yes.
No, madam. No, madam.
Yes, sir.
No, madam. No. No, madam. No.
Hold on a second. If you hire an international auditor for them to come to a true conclusion.
They don't deal with criminal matters, lady.
Pardon me.
They don't deal with criminal matters.
Hello. Why do you think they're calling international auditors? Number one. Number two.
They don't deal with criminal matters.
Hold on a second. You're not listening again.
You're not listening.
Hold on. The international auditor, when they come in, it wasn't for a criminal matter. They were being told to investigate. It was not a criminal matter. They were told to investigate.
Ingram did not read the report.
Exactly. And come to a decision. It was not a criminal matter. When did it turn into a criminal matter, by the way?
That's what FID does, man. That's what FID does.
No, but that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. When did it turn? Because in the last request, when they said to turn over now to go to a criminal matter, the FID was not sorry. The international auditors weren't doing a criminal auditing. They were looking through the book to see what was happening.
Everything.
Exactly.
The report stated that they did that.
Thorough. Because that's the only way they can come to a conclusion.
No.
That is the only way. So you can't say they were looking at a specific. For them, that's why they call them international forensic. A forensic look beyond what you can see and what I can see. That's why they're called forensic auditors. So if they came in, what is the report? How come we're not seeing that report?
Very interesting question. We need to see that report.
That needs to be released.
Thank you. That's why I'm glad you admit to that.
Mr. Ingram.
They only put in their report that nothing was found. They only put into their report that nothing untoward was found. After looking into everything that the Prime Minister has done. And the longer we talk to them, the more we get proof that he did not read the report, because he tried to push it past us that the forensic auditors only look at the statement.
And that is wrong.
Anyway, Chuck, if you hear me,
let us monitor and stay close to the case, stay so that we can learn a lot from it. We can learn a lot from it.
If you hear me, Chuck, please, I want you to read what the nobleman in Great Christie wrote in his contract and general report with regards to see that that concerns Mark William and Peter Bunny. You have to answer, please. I hope he remains a nobleman after these information published. Right here,
Mr. Ingram, I just hear somebody say something to you that you even go as far as reminding the person how much money, and could you repeat for me again, how much money they say they could not find accounted for in the account, how much money it was?
You're asking an incorrect question. So
just okay. What is it that I just hear you was answering?
There was a matter of 1.9.
Sir, wait. Let me ask you, man. Or you don't want to talk to me? Let me ask you something. Allow me that. Somebody said 1.7 million. I'm not sure. How much million it was?
I think it was 1.9.
No, I'm asking Mr. Ingram because I heard him address it and told the person how much it was.
So I can answer now. I'm answering.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. How much you said it was?
The 1.9 million was.
Okay, all right. 1.9 million. Good. So after the person you address it say 1.9 million, you keep saying how much money flow through the account. Why is that money not noted?
I didn't.
Sir, give me a minute now. You know what? No, don't talk. You do the talking. Me understand. You do the talking.
Listen. I have no. I don't have. There's no ulterior motive here. We are just discussing facts. You mentioned something, and I responded to what you say. You said I keep on saying, and I said I didn't keep on saying anything. I was referring to that the matter is the balance and
mislead the conversation in so many instances.
The balance in the account is of no significance. The balance in the account is of no significance. What went through the account, that's the importance. When you look at an account, you don't look at the balance. The balance in the account is of no significance.
And that's what I'm asking you. And if you could allow, and that's what I'm asking you. But the issue is you don't allow people to talk. They don't notice that. I just come in here, and I'm still asking you something, and you keep overriding me. And all I'm asking is, you keep still talking. Just listen what I'm asking. You're still talking.
The man beside you is keep on talking. The man beside you is keeping talking.
Stop talking and listen to the question that I'm asking you. Talking and just listen to the question that I'm asking. I'm asking you. You just highlight $1.9 million. So all the other money that you are claiming that is transferred to, why that is not highlighted? That's all I'm asking. Why
can I answer now? Can I answer now?
No, I want him to answer that. Why all the money that you certain wait, no man, listen to the question again. All the money that you saying is going through the account. You just claim that $1.9 million was accounted, saying, well, we don't know how that come. So all the other millions that you talking about, how they don't tell us if they don't know how that come or how it not come? Why then don't highlight that?
Can I speak now?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Good. At no time did I tell you about keep on saying something. You said, but keep on saying. What I said.
No. You keep. No. Listen what you said. There was millions of dollars keep. This is your exact argument. There was millions of dollars keep floating through the account. So I'm asking you now, why is that not highlighted? All of that millions of dollars.
All right, I'm gonna respond now.
1.9 in question.
I'm gonna respond now.
1.9 is in question.
You know why this? You know why Chavez stopped continue talking? Because the objective is to distort everything. Because if somebody is speaking, allow the person to finish speak.
Look who is talking. Look who is talking. You don't do that.
I've done that multiple times.
Good.
I mute Ingram
because you just said something that is dumb just now. You said the balance is not important. It's what's going through the account is important. And that is rubbish. And the balance is a part of everything that has gone through the account. And this is left. And in order to come to a figure, you need what transpire and what is left.
Travis, that's the question I just asked him. The same thing I just asked him.
Sure.
And Mr. Ingram,
if they can highlight $1.9 million, if they can highlight $1.9 million is not accounted for, why is it that they don't come and tell us the millions of dollars that you claim? Why is that not so? Why they don't say it's not accounted
wrong with that? Obviously, you know where the other 400 or 500 million comes from. Obviously, a 1.9 you have a problem with. So Ingram's statement is rubbish. Because the Integrity Commission never questioned the amount of money that go through the account and when they get to it. A 1.9 million, they
Travis, that's what I just asked him.
Can I ask a question to Mr. Ingram?
Go ahead.
Was it Angel wanted to ask something first?
Yeah, I'm not going to ask, Marcia. I'm just going to hold on. I'm just going to say one thing. Mr. Ingram, we have allowed you on our platform for hours now, sir. And you are the one that is very aggressive on here, over talking and not allowing someone to finish their train of thought. And so, with respect, Mr. Ingram, allow Marcia, especially the lady on the platform, to speak and to actually finish a whole train of thought, asking her a question before you butt in, even if you believe that it is wrong. Allow her, because we have been giving you that courtesy this whole time, sir. So may I ask for some respect? One, Marcia.
Yeah, this one always puzzled me too. They are concerned, according to what they're saying, they're concerned about how the money is moving around in the different accounts, right? But my question or thinking is, why would not the concern to say how the money gets into the account? Wouldn't that be the main issue? Because if you already can establish that the money was in this account and it moved to that account as a transfer or whatever, that is not illegal. the main, to me, the main focus should have been where did he get this money from to put into this bank account in order to move the money around.
Good question.
I don't see where that is an issue with them. Is the movement of the money in the account, but they're not talking about how the money enters the account in the beginning.
Good question.
Could you help me with that? I always wonder. Could you help me with that one, Mr. Ingram? No, it's not money laundering, Sadiq.
Hello.
Hold on. Let me just answer this person here. It's not money laundering, Sadiq. If the money is in your bank account, when it becomes money laundering, is how they put the money into the account. How did the money get? Where did he get that money from? That is where you have to start from. When the money is into the account, when the money is in,
Auntie Marcia, Sadiq just said them words because it's so nice and
okay. For all the people listening, for all the people listening, if you transfer money, like I get my paycheck in my checking account, right? I have another 5 accounts. I have a U.S. account, a Canadian account, a savings account, a tax-free account. So my money initially, my paycheck goes into my checking account. Then I have my bills to pay. So what I do, it goes into one point. Then I transfer money from my checking to my savings account, from my savings account maybe to my tax-free account. Because why I do that, if I take out certain amount of transaction from my checking account, I might be charged for it. So I can do one, and then I get unlimited into my checking account, my savings account. Then I transfer that money now from my savings account into my tax-free account. Then I can also buy some U.S. money to put into my U.S. account. So the money is already in the system, and you're moving around. Now, the point that I'm saying is that initial point, like how I got my paycheck to go in it, where did that money come from? That is where the investigation is supposed to start, not in the middle.
Mr. Ingram want to charge a prime minister for moving around the money, not where the money coming from.
So that's what I'm asking. Could you help me with that one? I'm not clear about it. So maybe as an accountant,
let me try and respond here now. I'm gonna let us not trivialize this matter. It's a serious matter. Let's not trivialize it.
Who is trivializing it?
Madam, when you get your pay and you transfer money from your whichever account you want to do that, there's no issue whatsoever. No issue whatsoever. The FID would be interested if at the end of the day, when they look at the various transactions, they would have seen different lodgement make on a daily basis.
Mr. Ingram, you keep repeating yourself like people is stupid. Stop talking about moving around. Where did the money come from?
Make him finish him train of thought. Let me hear where I go with that.
But that is stupidness. Him keep going around about transfer. We don't want to hear transfer. Nobody can be guilty of transferring money. You're guilty of where you get the money from. Where the money come from?
Open discussion. Hold on for just a second. Mr. Ingram, let me ask you this very simple question.
Let him finish it first.
Are you aware of the term cash flow projection?
Make him
finish the same question that
Mr. Ingram, it's a simple question.
Travis,
are you aware of the term cash flow projection?
Travis, don't ask him another question. Make him answer the one that Marcia asked him. Please.
Let me assure you, gentlemen. Let me assure you. I'm not blowing any trumpet here. But if you wake me up any hours of the night, out of any sleep, and ask me about accounting, I can answer you accurately. Let me assure you.
Still not answering the question.
Let me assure you.
Mr. Ingram,
let us get back to the question.
Tell us where the money came from.
Let us get back to the question now.
Could you talk like it then, Mr. Ingram?
I don't know who could be sitting here and asking me to tell where the money come from that go in the Prime Minister account. That's an idiotic, stupid question.
What? But it would not be. But that's what I'm saying. The point I'm trying to say is that the focus of the IC report is, to me, it's not about where the money came from. It's about the movement of the money, right? The movement of the money into the account. What they do when it's money laundering, the money entered through an elite, well, the cash, it's especially if it's cash. Cash is deposited to the account, right? To legitimize it, so, and they move it around. Where did
Run it
that
through
cash
them
come
business. Run it
from?
through them business. That's what, run it through them business.
And that's what I'm
Right.
saying,
So
Marcia.
that's
I
what.
am with you.
Mas-
I
Yeah.
am
Marcia,
with you. You just not
Basically,
asking, Marcia.
No, you
I am
would
with
not
you.
know, but that's what I'm
I am
saying.
with you, Marcia.
Hold on, Mr.
Marcia,
Ingram. You would
Marcia,
not, hold on, just a second. Let me say this. It's a rhetorical question in a sense because you would not know the answer. But the point I'm trying to make is that I haven't seen them mention anything about how the money gets
money
into
being
the account.
illegal.
Exactly.
Money being illegal. Money being illegal. None
And
of
if it
that was
was
mentioned.
illegal, they would have
As
called
a
it
matter of
out.
fact, his assets was inflated. His assets and cash flow was inflated because it's the same money that has been moving around the account.
You are,
It
you are
all the
telling us all the
transactions and then
millions of
together.
dollars that you are talking about. If it was illegal, they would have called it out.
Let
Simple
me
as that.
give me a second, guys. Give me a
And they
second.
didn't call it out.
Because you see, it was proven, it was already proven that they conflicted the issue, inflated the amount of money that was there,
There you go.
because it was the same 180 something million that they were moving from one place to one and then adding it. Each account them book up one, them add it. And that is what they used to create the problem that we currently have. And because they wanted to keep it alive, because the investigation is done, but because they wanted to keep it alive, after the investigation was now done, they sent it to the FID and THA. But let me help you guys to understand something. Because Mr. Ingram and the comrades believe that everybody are idiots and we don't know what is happening. But let me help you to understand something. One very famous and understandable, profound Marxist theory says, accuse your enemy of what you are doing while you are doing it to create confusion. And that's all Mark Golding is doing. Mark Golding stole $4.6 billion from FinSac. And almost 80% of that money went outside of Jamaica. And he have done everything since 2002 to hide that money and to keep it hidden. You notice, Mark Golding wrote the Integrity Commission law and wrote it in such a way that nobody can look into his finances. While he has two main comrades, the one that just resigned abruptly a few days ago, a female themselves who led the investigation, and Kevin Stevenson, who is a devout comrade. These two people spent all their time focusing on the Prime Minister, so much so that over 80,000 declarations from public servants that went to the Integrity Commission were not looked into. So much so that they had 60,000 that they started to look into, but could not finish because the main focus that came from, the main charge that came from Comrade Leader was to focus on the PM. Now let me tell you something, Mr. Ingram, there is a storm coming, my brother, and no comrade will be able to stand up to face this storm. So continue with no pussyfooting around the issues and continue to conflate and inflate and tell lies. But you, comrades, will not win another summer land.
Protecting concerning the sudden resignation. The word that is blowing in the wind is that this person made a statement that didn't found favor with Mr. Kevin Stephen, and as such, he omitted it from the report. And this is the reason for this person just decided to leave.
It will all come out, my brother. It will
There
come a
is
road
feud
big.
within the camp of the integrity alleged commission.
Nah, area get quiet, everyone.
Not for everybody quiet and no chuck. You can fix the contractor general report to the
saying
nobleman.
money moving around, money move, millions of dollars moving around. It doesn't make sense. Is he there to be charged for money moving around, or is there to be charged for money that cannot be explained? Which one is it? And you are saying, and you are telling us to believe, you said, if they can't find 1.9 million, they can't find that, right?
I would just love to answer
sir, let me finish
I would love to
speaking.
answer
That's
the
issue.
question.
Let me finish speaking. See, that's the issue, you know. Everybody keep begging you. When you're asked a question, just listen. Everybody telling you that you're not learning. All I'm saying to you, you are here, keep telling us and telling Jamaica, and him keep moving around millions of dollars. Is he there to be charged of moving around money? Or
you're not speaking the truth.
Sir, listen. Or is he there to tell us where the billions of dollars that you claim that is moving around? No. You are telling us now, if the Integrity Commission can find $1.9 million, why them can't find the billions of dollars that you claim that is going through? Why? It doesn't make sense.
I have a couple of questions, but Sir Ingram,
no friggin' sense.
Respond to protect it.
Doesn't make sense. You're saying they can find
This guy make
$1.9 million. $1.5 million, that 1.9 that cannot be. Sir, 1.9 that cannot be accounted for. Fine. 1.9.
I don't know what. I don't have a clue what
open
discussion
so you
talking
can
about.
understand, and Jamaica people can understand. If you can find $2.
What are you talking about?
You said it. You said millions of dollars was going through the man's account. So I'm asking you, stop saying through the account. Was the millions of dollars that was going through his account, was it illegal?
You need to stop talking foolishness.
Is you said, and I mean, may I ask you what you said?
You did not hear. You haven't heard what I said. And if you don't hear, ask what I said, because you're talking about something completely different what I talk about. I spoke about that the two accounts that the lady mentioned. And I said to the lady that those two or three accounts, or four accounts, the accounts, the parents' account. We were discussing about the parents' account. And I said to her,
I'm not going to leave it. No, I'm not going to leave it. You said, no, Travis Vietnam, you said, and then there was millions of dollars going traversing through it. You said that. Don't say I never said it.
He did, but let him make him so as me hear him. I'm going to respond to him.
I mean, this is just crazy. We're talking about the four account, and I said to the lady that the balance in the accounts have no significance. What they were, one common significance is the millions that went through the account.
Exactly. Exactly. So what I'm asking, so that's what I'm saying now. Exactly. Right. Good. We are not Travis, we are the man. Exactly, you said that. So this makes sense to us now. The millions of dollars that you are highlighting, that's all you can highlight that was going through the account. Why they didn't come up and say it is it's not accounted for? We don't know where it came from.
Those are the matters that are referred to the FID.
What? No, we never hear that. We did not hear that.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're an auditor.
Ingram.
On site, you see the report. On site. Them could have find 1.9 million, but then can't find where they say 400 million come from.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
On site, man.
That's all I'm saying. You can find $2 and tell me you can highlight $2, but in the same breath, $10 billion where you're talking about, you don't see that you can't find that. Where does that come from?
Yep. 200,000 in a man mother bank account. I want to find 11,000 in father bank account. But you can't find 400 million. Want to claim, say?
Want to claim, say? That is what I'm asking.
Chuck, don't join the foolish.
The man has a simple question in Ghana.
Yeah, answer that question, Ingram.
Let me repeat it for you since you are here for me. If the Integrity Commission and all the investigators can say they find $1.9 million, why can't they find all of the money where you and the rest of comrades then keep talking about every day? It's a simple question, Ingram. Over to you, sir. Nobody no mute you. Ingram.
That's all you want to know. And every day this man come on the program, all him can say, money is billions of dollars moving through.
Hold
That's
on.
all I'm saying. Him like people is idiot.
I want to say
You're not
something
gonna stay.
protecting on the rest of us. I want to say
We are challenging him career,
Ingram.
the numbers.
Him can't stay when arguing when truth reach him. Him can't stay.
But you know, Chuck, I'm protecting everybody. I want to say this to the point. Because I realize that Ingram try to talk about these are 4 additional accounts that belongs to parents and the constituency office and whatever. These accounts, how millions went through them. That just tells me and
Find him
proves
and
to
bring
me
him back,
again.
Chuck.
That just proves to me once again that Mr. Ingram did not read the report. Because it's in the report, it's stated that those accounts are dormant. So my question to Mr. Ingram and his return is, what does dormant mean?
Oh, I'm liquor oil. What happened liquor oil?
Well, you got some liquor so you run. Nobody
Let me
remove
know
you.
just blackout totally.
I saw you go when them a fling punches, Mr. Ingram. You get knocked out.
Knock you out.
But a question to you, Mr. Ingram, where you have to answer first.
Chuck, find him back now.
Hold on. If the Integrity Commission, Mr. Ingram.
Find him and carry him back, Chuck.
Hold on.
He did protect him. He's here. You can't see him.
Eh?
Go ahead and ask.
Go ahead.
If
Go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
Commission could identify and say, yeah, your account in short $1.9 million. Why can't they find the so-called big money where you want to cover them talk about every year?
All right. Chuck, it wouldn't find, they can't find. They asked for a clarification of a 1.9. However, the other transactions that they're talking about that they refer to the TAJ and the
Like
FID
Like
are
what?
different transactions.
Like what? What are those transactions did they refer to?
I don't have a clue.
It is in the report where you read.
He did not read it.
Chuck,
But I have to prove that. He did not read it.
Do not make
Mr.
mention.
Ingram, those transactions are in the report. That
Don't
you
do
read.
that. Don't do that. In the report tell you, nowhere in the report tell you the specific matters that are referred to, the FID and TAJ. So don't
You're
go.
wrong again, Ingram. Ingram, wrong again.
Mr. Ingram.
Ingram, wrong again.
Mr. Ingram, that didn't make sense.
You need to go make Mr. Ingram here with put on the night gown and be careful you don't kick over the
kick over your chamber pot.
So you're saying that the report point to the specific matters that are referred
where
to
they want the investigation.
Yes.
They pointed what they want to
Yes.
investigate from FID and TAJ.
You're saying that they refer to
they need
the specific item that refer to the FID.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And also, what's the purpose of the TAJ is Tax Administration of Jamaica. TAJ will not be interested in money coming in. What he referred TAJ is to do is to investigate. Why is it that he didn't pay
You
any
don't know what
taxes?
TAJ is interested in. You can't know
Mr.
that.
Ingram, it is
Listen.
in the report.
Hold on, one stop.
Hold on, we're not finished.
Hold on. Renz, you go finish. Just pause. That's something you say while I respond to. He said we do not know what the interest of the TAJ is. Mr. Ingram, why you be this to yourself? What TAJ mean? Tax Administration of Jamaica. What them deal with? Taxes. Jesus Christ, no sir.
So what was
Stop talking foolishness.
What was referred to the TAJ is for them to look into the matter. What was sent to the TAJ for them is to look into whether or not he did in fact do any form of tax evasion by not paying taxes on his income. Income, that is the money that the business earn. When in fact businesses do not pay taxes on income, but they pay taxes on profits. That is it that he wanted them to look at. The income that the business earn, whether or not he should have paid taxes on it.
Are we really serious here? Are we having a serious discussion here?
And the report referenced the businesses or the accounts to which they want to be investigated. It is the one that filed and mailed tax report. The one they may file at
They are saying exactly. He is saying Kevon is
Well on the Travis.
understanding.
Well on the guys. Don't make Mr. Ingram take off the idiot. You notice how Mr. Ingram respond? That's why I tell you, say, we have to look out and listen to the comrade them deeply, you know. Mr. Ingram say he does not know what the TAJ is interested in. The TAJ had no interest in the Prime Minister, Mr. Ingram.
No interest. I heard it as well.
I said
They
the
have
lady,
no interest in
the
it.
FID
I said
has
the
no
lady cannot
interest.
say she knows.
Protecting. I
The
responded to
lady
him
cannot
to that
say
statement.
she knows.
Mr. Ingram, the
No,
TAJ
but
and
no,
FID
they
had
did
no
not
interest
say they
in the
have
Prime
an
Minister.
interest.
And that
They
you
did
say
not
you
say
don't
they
know
have
what
an
they are
interest.
interested in. And that you just say. I don't know what
When the
TAJ
matter is
interested in.
referred to
Hold on.
them, when the matter is referred
Protected.
to
He says
them,
that we
then
don't know
they
what the
will know
interest of
what
the
they're interested
TAJ is.
in.
No, but that, what? Why was it referred to
It is
them?
it's
Under what
Santan.
basis?
And Comrade Kevin Steve, they too now have
Because
an
they're not
interest.
innocent.
Because
Because
they're
they're
not
not innocent.
interest.
That's true. They're not
True,
innocent.
true,
Of course,
true.
it's not innocent. You know, say an idea.
Mr. Ingram,
Comrade
you're a
Simon Panton
taxman.
and
Let me ask you
Comrade
this.
Kevin
Mr.
Steve
Ingram,
Kaza.
you're a taxman. Does the TAJ needs an invitation to come and investigate you? You're an accountant, you know. Does the tax administration needs an invitation to investigate any company in Jamaica or any individual?
No, sir.
They don't. Thank you.
And the
Continue.
point is,
If you don't get the point, something wrong with you. Continue, Rex.
are you suggesting that when the Intellectual Commission having an investigation and need clarification from TJ, they can't refer to it?
Mr. Ingram, you will not be allowed to make this
Mr. Ingram,
fly
again,
again.
you're wrong.
You
One
will
more
not
time,
be
you're wrong.
allowed to
Hold
make
on,
this
they're
fly.
protecting. Hold on. One
Can
more time,
call
Ingram Ram.
for the help of these bodies while the investigation
Thank
is
you
going
very
on, not
much.
when the
They
investigation.
have an agreement in place.
You're not
There's
getting
an
away with
agreement
this.
in
You're
place.
too damn lying.
There's
Not
an
after the
agreement in place so
investigation,
they
no.
can get any
You
information
love
from
the
any
term
individual
lying.
that they must
You love the term, and you're the guys who are lying, you know. You are the persons who are lying. I have no reason to lie here. Absolutely none.
Mr.
You is a
Ingram,
friggin' bad mind,
does
old
the
comrade, and
TAJ
that's
and
our
the
problem.
IC have a working relationship?
I know you'll
But
get
it's
there,
just
man.
a
Answer
I know
this
you'll
dirty
get
question.
bad
there.
mind,
I
comrade.
know you'll get there.
Stop asking that to me.
I
Dirty
know
bad
you'll get
mind,
there.
comrade.
I know
Because
you'll
the
get
little
there.
youth from over
That's in
Spanish
your
Town
DNA.
and St. Catherine
That's in
High
your
should
DNA.
not have risen to Prime Minister in Jamaica. That's our problem. The
I know
little
you'll get
youth from
there.
over Spanish Town should not. In bright for one can turn Prime Minister. No bad mind piece of excretion from the rear end. And that's our problem. There is no reason for not drag the leader of the country through the mud. But
Here's an interesting development, guys. Here's an interesting development. JFJ to lead protests against police killing crisis. What a set of drunkard them you know. Eh? Ingram, let me get back. But we have to look out for them people. Ingram, I have a couple of questions for you in your capacity as an accountant.
Chuck, here's my response to that. If they do not have a permit to state their protest, arrest every last one of them.
Arrest every last one of them. I agree.
And Andrew Swaby will give them the permit. Yeah, comrade them. Comrade Michael Jackson and Comrade John Clark. What? Why wanna see what I want? Comrade Michael Jackson I try to prop up Mark Golding because I'm a fall. And Comrade John Clark. Them have to play them role, guys. It's coming up, it's eating up. The whole of them head at them because JLP have one meeting, must choose a big meeting, then pass and see. So everybody roll out.
Yes, Ingram did a video it.
The whole of them are play their role now. You soon see more.
I feel price me here and come and say, this sound like a Ingram.
I hear man, I did a pass on a video it. I say it's a permanent secretary.
Permanent secretary.
I say it's a permanent secretary at the political.
Lie.
Mr. Ingram, what is the main purpose of the IC?
To evaluate to look at to determine the outcome of the investigation on the returns.
Let's answer the question.
The returns of government workers and politicians whose salary fall above a certain level.
Okay, so you are telling us now, in other words, they are there to investigate if you are making money that you are not supposed to be making then.
No, sir. How you arrive at your income? That's your
I
point.
asked you a question, you know, me,
And you are
thief.
answered.
No, mix up me. No, mix up me. I'm
And you are
asking you,
answered.
I see, sir, stop out talk me, man, and go along with the question. I'm asking you, what is the main purpose of the IC? You choose not to answer?
For the first time, Ingram, what is the main purpose of the Integrity Commission, Mr. Ingram?
It's becoming annoying, man.
I asked a simple question, what is the main purpose of the
question and I
IC?
answer you, and you keep on talking.
What? You didn't answer me, no?
The main purpose of the AC is to investigate and determine how these people arrive
the
at
AC,
their
the
income.
Mr. Ingram, the main purpose of the AC is to change the temperature in the room.
I see.
Okay.
The main, pay attention to trivial.
So you're saying, all right. So in other words, they are there to investigate people who cannot show how they came by such amount of money, right?
How you arrive at your income.
Right. Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
After you file your return, how you arrive at it.
Exactly. So the simple question now is the Prime Minister, in your case, have more money that he's not supposed to have?
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Does the Prime Minister, you just talk about millions of dollars, is the Prime, the ICs investigate the Prime Minister, and more like them investigating the Prime Minister to see if his money pass over his earnings. Does the IC, what is it the IC is doing? That they are there for that? Does they prove that?
These persons have an obligation to prove to the IC how they arrive at the income.
No.
It's not the IC.
You're misunderstanding the question.
It is not the IC.
Asking you the question.
It is not the IC to prove it.
No, sir, no.
It is not the IC to prove it.
No, you're wrong.
It is the person.
Sir.
It's the person.
I don't have to prove nothing. You accuse me of something, so I'm asking you now. Do you have that proof? Show us the proof that the IC have that the Prime Minister has more money that he's making.
Oh, can you listen and learn? Can you listen and learn?
Listening, but you're not.
Listen and learn. Listen and learn.
You're not answering the question.
The obligation of the person is to prove.
I am not talking about the obligation of the person, sir. No. You see, you're going around the question and dodging the question. I'm talking about your job.
I'm answering directly. I'm answering you directly.
Sir.
You're asking a stupid question, and I'm answering you directly.
Sir, let's talk about your duty. Don't talk about what I have to do. Talk about your duty. Your duty is to prove.
Ingram.
Tell me your duty. Did the IC prove that the Prime Minister have more than he's not supposed to have?
Can somebody explain to this young man?
No, I'm asking you.
The IC law dictate that you prove.
I am not asking you what I prove. I'm asking you your job.
Well, you don't listen and learn.
I'm asking you your job. What is your job?
Not right. Hold on.
Somebody ask him for me. Somebody ask him for me. Ask somebody else asking the question for me.
Hold on. Open discussion. Big up on yourself, everybody. Mr. Ingram, respect you. Mr. Ingram, you're wrong. That's not how it works. Because you're going to tell a man, say, for proof to you, say you's not a criminal. It don't work like that. Okay? So that's not correct. What you just said.
You
need to take that back.
And learn. Stop talking and learn.
You need to take that back.
Stop talking and learn.
No sense. That don't make no sense, Mr. Ingram.
Stop talking and learn.
What is your job?
Stop talking and learn.
What is your job?
Stop talking and learn.
Mr. Ingram, what is the IC job? Mr. Ingram, what is the IC job?
Talking and learn.
So, okay, so I'm asking you, what is the IC job?
It's to certify politicians. That's what the IC job is.
Stop talking and learn, sir.
You're still not answering. You keep saying, I'm asking you, what is the IC job?
Hold on the home discussion. Because what Mr. Ingram has said is that
to prove that you're not a criminal.
The declarant then can just go ahead and investigate themselves.
Chuck, you know better than this, Chuck. Chuck, you know better than this, Chuck.
Chuck, you ask him the question, Chuck.
Mr. Ingram, hold on the open discussion. Mr. Ingram, based on what you say, it means then that the declarant can just go ahead and investigate themselves. Because if you are going to, if the body is set up to investigate me and them launch an investigation into me, and them have to prove Say me have where them accuse me. Say me.
No, sir. No, sir. No,
Exactly
sir.
protected.
No, sir.
Exactly.
Oh,
No,
So that means you
sir.
do have a
Oh
job
my
then. So you do have a job then. You
So,
don't have a
okay,
job.
so them can't lock them down then. Me can't,
You're telling me to do your job for you.
investigate themselves.
You're telling me to do your job for you.
I am shocked. I am shocked. I am shocked.
You're telling me to do
you
your
just
job.
said
then.
Mr.
I am
Ingram,
shocked.
with all due respect, you know nothing about the law. You know nothing about law.
You
And
just
you
said
don't know nothing about
I am
accounting
absolutely
either.
shocked.
Mr. Ingram, let me speak. Let me speak, Mr. Ingram. When you live in a democracy, a man can't just come take you and throw you in a prison, sir. You are entitled to due process, whether you're guilty or not. Okay? So the IC job is not
Can
for
somebody
you
come
to
here and
prove.
explain to these guys something, please?
So me can't finish.
I
So me
feel
can't finish.
sitting I had to.
So me can't finish. So me can't finish. What may I say? You can't say that it's up to the declarant to prove say them innocent. And I say it work, brethren.
But even
That's not
in
how
law,
it
the
works.
prosecutor, that's what they call it, prosecutor and defender. The prosecutor present what is it they are prosecuting for, and you defend
Exactly.
yourself against their claim. It's the responsibilities on the crown to ensure that they can prove that they
I'm
are
gonna send all of you to go and do research
Quick
and
And I'm
understand what
gonna
this is all
send you to
about.
go back to school because you know
All of you go
accountant.
and do your research and
Hold on,
understand
guys.
what it's all about.
Let me hear Viegi a second. Viegi, come
Big
here.
up yourself, Viegi.
Bless
Go
upon
ahead.
it, bless
Sorry.
upon it.
Big up, big up.
Bless up. Mr. Ingram, I remember we were on a platform, yeah? And I was pointing out to you that they inflated the numbers with the interbanking transaction, right? And you said they did not, right? Based on the question now that we're asking, right? If they're suspecting the Prime Minister of illicit enrichment, because that is what they have an issue with, right, Mr. Ingram? They're suspecting him of illicit enrichment, right?
Mr. Ingram.
Hello?
Okay. No, I didn't hear about suspects, sir. My understanding that the Prime Minister is on the investigation for illicit enrichment. That's my understanding.
for you to be under, that means you have to be suspected.
All right. So he's under investigation for illicit enrichment. All right, so fine. So what is the amount that he has over his lawful earning? Is there anything for us? Can we find that?
All right.
How it meets the threshold for them to say he's under investigation?
Mr. Vegas.
Yes, sir.
The constituted authority have the prerogative to determine when it reaches the threshold. 1, 2. Are you coming here today also not understanding that the
No. You are the expert.
Hold on.
I'm asking.
I'm seeking clarification. Clarification. Are you coming here today not knowing also that the Integrity Commission, when they investigate, the burden of proof is on the person who will be investigated?
No.
Are you aware of that, sir?
No.
Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that?
No.
Are you aware of that, Vegas?
No.
Hold on,
Vegas.
Hold on, JLP.
Vegas, are you aware of that?
No,
let's say
it doesn't work like that.
Yes.
Don't deflect from the question I'm asking.
Vegas,
I'm not going on. Hold on, boss.
Vegas, I want to make sure I understand who I'm talking to.
No, I'm asking
if you are not at the level of the discussion, so I can't entertain your question either. I want to understand if you are aware. Are you aware? Are you aware that under the Integrity Commission
Act? I am oblivious to everything, but I'm asking you to teach me something. No, I am asking you, right? What is the amount? What is the amount that Andrew Holness, is over by his law?
What do you mean when you said? What do you mean when you say you're oblivious? What do you mean when you say you're oblivious to everything?
Me not argue about anything. Me just ask you a simple question. If you are going to charge me, say me thief something based on my salary and the amount of money when me have in my bank account. So let's say me I work for you, right? I accountant office, and you say, yo, him rob me, you know.
I would
right?
never
Because
employ you. I would never employ you.
All right, fine. All right, not you, somebody else. Right? Somebody employ me, right? And them say me rob them. See, because me only supposed to have $200, but me have $500. Right? So me ask you now, right? What is the amount that Andrew Holness is over his lawful earnings? That me ask you, because there has to be a number why they're investigating him. You don't understand that?
Good question, Vegas.
No, sir. Your question is...
bro.
No, listen. I'm answering you now, sir.
Yeah,
the
please.
question you're asking don't arise, sir. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
The Integrity Commission investigation, the person who is being investigated have a duty to prove to prove to
no,
the
sir.
Commission
No.
Yes, sorry, boss. Okay,
sir.
That's
the duty.
Mr. Ingram, sorry, I came in, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat what you just said?
The number.
I'm writing down.
The Integrity Commission.
Hold on. I'm trying to write down the amount that Andrew is over so I can calculate it based on his earnings. So that is what I'm trying to write down so I can know how much he was over by. That's what I'm trying to write down.
What you're trying to write down, sir, don't arise.
Also,
the issue is, sir, listen and learn, sir. The issue is that when you are being investigated by the Integrity Commission.
So you're charged.
Listen and learn.
Hold on.
Listen and learn. Listen and learn.
From the right lane to take exit 19 for I-595 East towards Fort Lauderdale.
Mr. Ingram, what I'm asking you, when I ask you, Mr. Ingram, for you to suspect me of robbing you or for having something unlawful, there must be evidence or a threshold.
No, sir. The point you're making don't arise. The point you're making don't arise, sir.
Yeah. Why?
Let me answer you.
Thank you.
When you are being investigated by the Integrity Commission, the burden of proof is on you,
right,
to prove to the Integrity Commission.
No, sir, that is not right. That is not right.
Okay, sir.
So if that's the case,
that's a fact, sir. If that's the fact, put that in your pipe. Put that in your pipe. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Just
that
a
is
second.
Not the case.
Just a second, please. Home discussion. Make him finish. Just make him finish. Make him land. Make him land.
Oh,
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We're gonna agree.
When you are being investigated,
just make him land. I will respond.
Thank you. Thank you. When you are being investigated,
use the second from the right lane.
When you are being investigated by the Integrity Commission, the burden of proof is on the person who is being investigated to prove to the Integrity Commission how they arrive at their
Use the second from the right lane to take exit 19. Then use the left 2 lanes to take the 469 north ramp.
Get that clear, sir. And you are being schooled to. You are being
sir. And what is your obligation? Sir, we just point out what is my obligation. What is your obligation?
Mr. Ingram, when the state accuses anyone,
what is your obligation, sir?
Well, I know. Let me tell him.
Make him answer that. Now, him point out and say, if somebody carry me to court and me have to prove me innocent or guilty. So I'm asking the question now. What is your obligation?
When the state accuses anyone, it is the burden of proof is on the side of the state to prove that the person
That's what happened in a criminal court, sir. That's what happened in criminal court or in civil matters. The IC matter, the IC Act. The IC Act.
Alright, hold on there, guys. Hold on.
The IC Act.
You know,
the IC Act is different.
Mr. Ingram, let me answer you as a former member of the law enforcement, and I think I have some knowledge as to how these things work. So let's establish what are the facts. As somebody pointed out, the IC is a state of the government. Yes, the IC is a prerogative of the government. It's an institution that holds public officials accountable. Yes, as it relates to earnings and illicit enrichment, which is a criminal matter. And in every case of a criminal matter, the burden of proof is on the prosecution. And if you notice in the IC, the person who can prefer charge against a public official, the title is the director of public prosecution. Right. So by virtue of their title, they are a prosecutorial body, and the burden of proof rests with the prosecution. The obligation of the person being investigated is to answer questions of the prosecutor. Now, the person can answer the question however they deem fit, but then to prove whether or not they are guilty, that burden rests on the prosecution. So do not come here and misinform the people to say that the burden of proof is on the person being investigated.
Maestro,
who is speaking? Who is speaking?
Maestro,
All right,
hold on, Ingram, hold on. Maestro, blessings, long time to talk, brother. How have you been, man? How's the family?
All is well, man. All is well. All is well. Thank you.
And the family is good, lovely.
Yes, man.
You are absolutely correct. The funny part of this,
let me respond
I was about to give the same response. The funny part about this is that Ingram was talking about that he's schooling, open discussion. That is so funny. When he's the one in the wrong.
Let me respond to Moisture. Can I respond to Moisture?
Go ahead,
on the Ingram.
Yes, Moisture, I'm gonna send you back to. Who continue to me? I'm speaking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Moisture, I'm gonna send you back, Moisture, to where you're coming from. In the case of the IC, it's different, sir. It's not. It's well.
No, Ingram. No, Ingram.
In the case of the IC, when I leave this,
Ingram, stop, Ingram. When
you leave this platform,
all of us cannot
go and
talk
do your
at the
research,
same
sir.
time. Ingram, hold on, because all of us cannot talk at the same time. The Prime Minister himself referenced this rule with regards to his case and them talking about him not providing information to his personal standing. The burden of proof rests solely with the prosecutor. And you can't change that. You can't say nothing. You're saying, the IC Act, please reference what part of the IC Act, because we can Google it right now. Please reference the exact clause in the IC Act that tells you, Ingram, this.
Question, as you mentioned, what do you think about that? The question I would ask Mr. Ingram is that, okay, let's say in a case,
I must be allowed to speak, you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Ingram just want to forward the platform from morning. You must be allowed to speak. You must be. What about the other persons who want to talk? You control everything, and everyone must shut up while you're speaking, and you're not making sense. Because listen, I've been sitting here all afternoon listening to you, and I cannot make head or tail of what you're saying. There is no tangible, nothing to hold on to. We're sick of it. Ingram, my question to you is, how did we reach here? Why is there so much hate against the Prime Minister, who is a Jamaican, who is your Prime Minister, to bring him down into mud? Why? How did we reach here, and why is this? That's my question. Answer me, please.
Ingram answered that already, you know. He said you live in a 2-bedroom board house.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, he said it earlier.
Okay, I can confirm. Yes, he did state it as well.
So,
the Prime Minister wife winning case of court.
The person who spoke earlier on, can I respond to the person who spoke earlier on? When he married, it's important I speak to. Listen me carefully.
Master.
I appreciate wholeheartedly for the interaction for morning with Chuck on his platform. Yeah, I'm gonna encourage us on this platform right now. When you leave here today, go and check
Ingram,
the Integrity Commission Act.
Ingram.
In this case,
are you need to go check it, Ingram? Right now, you don't know.
Ingram.
Hold on. An important question was asked of Ingram from Vegas. And it doesn't matter where Ingram said the act is, the question need to be answered, Mr. Ingram. What threshold was set that them know say the Prime Minister's accounting did not add up? What is the mark? How much money did they find that he have over what they said supposed to have? That is a simple question, and I know. Big, request back them. I try but me send you the request, Big, but you not see it.
Chuck, I think I've answered that question already. Let me respond to you.
No, you haven't.
Chuck, that question don't arise in this particular case.
How so?
In this particular case, why can't I be allowed to speak?
Oh, so always
in this particular case, when you are being investigated by the IC, the obligation, the burden of proof is on you to prove to the IC how you are right.
The question is.
Hold on. More respond to that specifically.
Hold on, Travis.
Let me respond to that.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on, guys. Agree with him.
No. Here's my follow-up question.
No, agree. Hold on, let me show you what is wrong. Agree with him. What does he need to prove? If let us say right, agree with him. What does he need to prove? What they present to him that he needs to prove? Well, we agree.
All right, lady, you have to prove. You have to prove how you arrive at the wealth to which you are declaring.
What? Jesus Christ.
What? He never declared the wealth.
Can I give back a piece I read him?
Whatever you declare, you have to approve.
Mr. Ingram, take back a piece I read.
Yes, sir.
Let us try something else. The Integrity Commission, right? The Integrity Commission, they started looking into Mr. Holness's statutory declaration, right? No.
Why? My question to you, Vegas, why? Because that's a question I've been asking from morning. Why?
Hold on, I mean, I see it. Hold on, you have to ask Ingram. Hold on.
Me asking you not answer.
Hold on.
You want to know why?
Hold on, sister. Them say them now certify the Prime Minister, right, Mr. Ingram? Boom, because something is wrong. Right, boss? We agree so far? No.
That's what I heard. That's not what I heard.
What the hell?
Yes,
What are we doing here?
What did you hear, Mr. Ingram? What did you hear?
He is not satisfied.
The Prime Minister because he is not satisfied. He himself not satisfied.
That's not word enough the rule. He's not satisfied.
All right. So, Mr. Ingram, if you're going to be dishonest, we can't have a conversation because you're going to be condescending and you're going to tell us to go back to school and we're going to learn this and learn. But you have to at least be honest.
We have to have a topic to go learn, don't it, Vegas?
They did not certify the Prime Minister because they find something wrong. That is a false narrative, bossy.
Go ahead, so far.
All right, boom. So them say, all right, them are dig further. Them take him thing and them send them get forensic. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Them come and them investigate and them investigate, right? Them send over him the information to the director of prosecution, whatever corruption, where for prosecuted, she says she doesn't see nothing, blah, 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 blah. Then come back and say, all right, we still can't certify it because something is wrong, right? Then them call him in a meeting, right? Don't give me the chronology on it. Them call him in a meeting and them said,
Vegas, hold on. His file was not sent to Kamika. His file was not sent to her. The file was not sent to her.
No, quote me directly on it because I know that's what I try to get to. What I say is, I'm trying to establish why they may call the Prime Minister with him lawyers them in a meeting and say, sit down there, so boss. Something wrong. What was it? That we are asking, that me miss that. Me don't know if nobody else have a problem there. Me I try to find out what the Integrity Commission saw. Why they call him into a room and then inform him, saying under investigation, what him did guilty of or accused of or whatever we want to term it. What was it? It must have been something, bro. They can't just call him and say, yo, we are having an investigation. And when him say, why it is, him don't know what. Because that's the problem, you know. We don't know what, we're not in the premise, don't know what either. We know about the 1.9 million, so we are asking you, why them are investigate him? Where the money, how much him over? Them say illicit enrichment. That means unlawful earning against legal earning. All right? That's what it mean, right?
Can I respond to you?
Right? Well,
yes.
Them say have unlawful earning, right? Right, boss?
Yes, continue.
Right.
Is it 1.9 million JMD?
No. Let's leave 1.9. If you have unlawful earning, Mr. Ingram, it had to be
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear unlawful earning. I didn't hear that.
Oh, brother, no, that illicit enrichment mean, brother?
I didn't hear that.
Brother, when illicit enrichment mean, bro, come on, bro, let's stop dancing, man. Them are investigate, man, for illicit enrichment, bro. That means that them are say him have money when can't get account for unlawful earning, bro. So what me I say is, there must have been something where they measure it against. What was it? How much? When over? You are an accountant, bro. If you tell me, send me over, right, bro? That based on if you're my accountant, Mr. Ingram, and you say, yo, Vega, you know, say, you're over certain amount and certain amount you have in your bank book, you know. Me have to go tell you where me get the money there from. No, that's how you go. Can you we file taxes, bro? You're going to say we are that, bro. So me I ask you, where the information there, or do you have the information how much it was over? And that we asking a simple question. How much it was over?
Vegas. Hello? You there?
Yeah, boss.
Hello?
Yeah, man, yes, man.
Vegas, yes. You're there? Yes. Listen me carefully now. Listen
yes,
carefully.
He's here.
Yes,
you're going on with a lot of things, but listen what I'm saying to you specifically. Listen what I'm saying carefully here. And I'm not labeling the Prime Minister specifically here. I'm just pointing to the procedure, the policy. You don't go to the Prime Minister alone. You go to all these persons who are required to submit or return the statutory declaration to the Integrity Commission. When you do that, your obligation to the commission is to prove how you arrive at your income, at your wealth. That is what it is.
Arguing that, bossy, I'm not arguing that.
Okay?
I'm not arguing that. Ingram, you get long-winded. You get the dancing, bro.
You don't understand.
No, you're still doing the same thing. You're saying that I've been listening to you for 1 hour.
The issue of saying an amount is neither here nor there.
Yes, it is. I'm going to show you why it is, Mr. Ingram. Let me show you why it is.
You know, say Ingram is a wicked man.
What am I mentioning? Mark Golden is certified, right?
To my understanding, yeah.
To your understanding. But you know, man. Come on, we're not no trick question. He's certified, right? Right, boss?
That's my understanding. He's certified, yes.
Right. So for Mark Golden to be certified, they have the Integrity Commission, they have to check his income and say, yeah, it match up with him lawful earning. Me wrong, am I right?
That's correct. That's yes,
boom!
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right. So now we come over back to Andrew Holness now. Them say, no man, you can be certified because your own no match up to your lawful earnings. How much is the amount that is out? How much unlawful money him have? At that we ask you, bro.
It's not an amount situation.
Jesus Christ, no, you're bad. Look more people. Have a great day.
It is not an amount situation. What it is is a clarification of the amount of the money that you earn.
Hold on. Let him move the goalpost again. By Arcade, thanks for coming. Yes, man. Let's go. Come in, move the goalpost again. We are listening.
Oh, like a madman.
Hey, this is so.
Don't laughing. I don't know one calamity, you know.
Mr. Ingram, make a reason, no. Make a reason. Well, I know. For an investigation to be carried out, now you talk about procedures, right? So we talk about procedures. There must be some suspicion of some sort to unearth an investigation. Would you be right or wrong? Would I be right by saying that? The procedure, all right, but
you're right.
The procedure is,
right.
Hold on.
Hold on.
now. I mean, that's the question.
You're right if you're talking about a situation that you are accustomed to.
Hold on, man. Look at that about the procedure. And make we start from point A. Every government official responsibility is to submit a declaration, statutory declaration to the Integrity Commission, right? So that is procedure 1. Procedure 2, the Integrity Commission will peruse this declaration and will determine whether or not what your earning is in keeping with your lawful earnings, right? Gone. So, for people who are listening, the Integrity Commission, if by virtue of going through a declaration, might see ambiguities or might see things that may need further clearance, they will then ask the declarant question so as to get satisfactorily answer as to why this is what.
That's correct.
Okay. Therefore, if after asking these questions, the IC believe that the questions were not satisfactorily answered, that the question was not clearing up any ambiguities, then they determine that an investigation need to be done to figure out what happened. Then and there, all the responsibility is on the IC to prove whether or not what their conclusion is as to that this is not right, I cannot certify this is that, on the basis of X, Y, Z. And then they will then put a proposal to the prosecution. And the prosecution will look at it and satisfy themselves that yes, there's some question need to be answered by this person. And then the prosecution will then submit this investigation and its finding to the Director of Public Prosecution. So in all the avenues to bring anyone to bear to an account of illicit enrichment, to an account of something illegal or illicit, the burden of proof is now on the IC to prove why they say this man is having illicit enrichment. Because by virtue of them investigation, that is why they went to get forensic auditors, international forensic auditors, because they want to come with their proof to show that there was disappropriate earnings by the individual. So when you're saying that it is the person being investigated to prove them innocent, that is incorrect.
Very incorrect, mate.
That is incorrect. Because the fact is, I may very well be having illicit enrichment, to which if me tell you where me get the money from, that is simply saying handcuff me and send me to prison. So me now go tell you.
Prime Minister, you want to about how much money, bro?
You finished speaking?
So I come down to now. Well, I know, so I'm landing now. I'm landing. So okay. Come back to what Mr. Vegas asked. There has to be a point wherein which they say, no man, something wrong, the money are not add up. So at what threshold was it where the Prime Minister is concerned that they see a disparity between what he has as earnings as against what he's earning legitimately? What is that threshold? Just like how simple mean, just like how the government now say all who earn 1.7 million and less will not pay tax. So if you pass 1.7 million, then you start pay tax. What threshold did the Prime Minister earning supersede, which he cannot give account for, which his salary cannot cover? That's the question we must ask.
Hey, when you understand, say Ingram not really response about that, you know. Ingram just want be hard-headed and keeping dumb point when you have because me the on the platform and me I listen to
You finish
Ingram.
now. You finish now. You finish.
Ingram coming like
You
a
finish your
some
question,
big
guy. You
baby.
finish.
Ingram,
You
you
finish,
talk,
guy.
man. Yo, Ingram,
No,
me
the person
talk.
who spoke. You finish. Before you come
Ingram,
in. Before you come in, I need to respond to the person who spoke before you come in, sir. Please allow me to respond to the person who spoke before you come in. The person who spoke.
Ingram.
I am inviting you, sir. You say you are a law enforcer. You obviously you're not au fait with how the Integrity Commission operates. You're referring to your the criminal investigation in which in a normal court of law. Stop.
Nathaniel,
Stop.
Nathaniel,
In a normal court of law.
Ingram, you're
Nathaniel.
misleading
In a
us.
normal court of law.
Ingram, you're misleading us.
Hey,
Ingram.
In a
Ingram
normal
a real
court of
pain,
law.
you know.
Hold on,
Hey,
guys,
Ingram a real pain,
In a
you know.
normal court of law.
hold up.
In a
Yo,
normal
Ingram a
court of
real pain,
in a
me I tell you.
Ingram, hold on, Ingram. I muted you just now. I muted you because you need to listen. Hear this.
in
You
a
keep
normal
saying,
court of law. In a
you
normal court of law.
keep saying
Ingram, you're
that it
wrong.
is
Admit
different.
that you're wrong.
In a
Nathaniel,
normal
hold on,
court
let
of
me say
law,
me
the
take the man, man.
prosecutor
Hold on,
must
man.
prove it.
Hey, hold on, Ingram.
Hey, Moody want to see me when I
Hold
go to
on.
school, you know.
And you
God
need to
know.
hear this. You
I'm
need
gonna
to
get
hear this,
teacher
Ingram.
problem.
Ingram,
In a
if
normal
you're
court
gonna
of
So
come and
Ingram.
bring forth that point, Ingram, before you can bring that point, you have to
in a normal
reference the subsection of the Integrity Act which proves your point. You can't just come tell us that this is your belief and your understanding. We will
Yeah, cause
not
that's how we
accept that.
feel. Yeah,
Please reference
refer it to it,
subsection,
we part in that. Yeah,
the
show it
clause,
to that.
which
Lead with.
clause in Integrity Commission that proves what you're trying to push here.
Yeah, lead with what we
If you
gonna look
can't
for
do
right
that,
now. What we look for
let
right
it
now.
go. If you can't do that,
Lead with
let it
it.
go. Because nobody
We
buy.
want research it right now. Send me right now. Send subsection 235, send me there. So we can research it right now. If you can't do that, the argument done. You lose.
Don't listen
Foolishness
to
you
Ingram,
talk.
bro.
All right.
Everybody is
Can I speak?
innocent
Can I
until
speak
proven
now?
Mr.
guilty.
Can I
Ingram, the
speak?
last response I make to you
Can
because
I speak?
you mention of the fact that I am
Is
referring
it
to
my time to
Ingram.
speak?
Well, Mr. Ingram, you
Oh, so there's no time for me to speak.
made mention to the fact that um I I am talking about something totally different. Now let me tell you something. You see, and as I've established before,
You're gonna speak again
the
before I
law,
speak.
the law
You're
in
gonna speak again
Jamaica.
before I speak.
Well, I know, sir. The question I'm asking you is, and you may talk to see, I mean, no go nowhere. Would you say, how would you define illicit enrichment? A criminal matter or a civil matter?
Can I speak now?
I ask you a question, sir.
Yes, I'm
How
gonna
would you
respond now.
define? Well, I know
My
how do
understand.
it's simple. Well, I know, Mr. Don't make it difficult. Answer the question.
I'm no
How do you
attorney.
define illicit
I'm
enrichment?
no attorney. My understanding.
Is illicit enrichment a criminal matter or a civil matter?
My understanding of the law. I'm no attorney, but my
Hey, no
understanding of the
care
law
where nobody say
is
this
that
man not gonna
illicit enrichment
change the aim I say.
is that illicit investment is a criminal matter.
Okay, fine. And under the law, the burden of proof rests with the prosecution in a criminal matter.
Remember that.
In the matter of the IC, in the matter of the IC, when it comes to the IC,
everybody, Ingram, hold on. Hold on, guys. I believe, sir, where this matter is concerned, we are proving over and over that Ingram.
We are going to hear it.
We are proving over and over that Ingram have no integrity to discuss the Integrity Commission. Ingram will not admit to simplify. So I have a couple of questions and another matter for Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, you're an accountant. right? And I am going to take you back now, Ingram, because this is what we want to talk about. Mr. Ingram, have you read the Honorable Greg Christie report into DB&G?
No, I haven't read it.
You wouldn't read that, man. Yo, get him off of the program, man. You wouldn't read that, man. Come on, man.
No, man, we can't get him off of the program, man. We have to expose the man. So you have not read. Are you aware of the deal between the FinSac and Billy Craig Financial Institution? You know about that one there?
I heard about it.
You heard that? What have you heard about it?
That's some sweetheart deal argument.
Okay. So what you hear about it is that FinSac, the government of Jamaica through FinSac, entered into an arrangement with DB&G, which is Deering Bunting and Golding, as in Mark Golding, entered in an agreement with that organization to purchase Billy Craig.
And there is a photograph there with Mr. Golding present. Yes, with a few of them present.
Right.
Hold on, Nathaniel, hold on. Let Chuck finish the man.
Ingram,
go ahead, Chuck.
You know about that deal?
What?
I asked you, did you know that the government of Jamaica through FinSac entered into an arrangement with DB&G?
Yes, I heard about the FinSac. I heard about the FinSac. And I'm listening and I'm looking forward to hear the report on FinSac.
I am not asking about a report on FinSac. I'm asking about an action that you've read about.
Hey, you know, said no report no day and plan off.
You know, the commissioner did with that
report.
Now, Ingram knows that no report that day. But Ingram, we are not asking about a report.
No.
When you depend, hey, when the Ingram depend the PNP line, then you don't want a report to accuse the Prime Minister. Chavi, I break up.
Come on, Chuck. Show your punch, Chuck. Show your punch, Chuck.
Chavi, I break up. Now, I am saying, sir, you say,
yeah, you have
you seen? Yes, go on now.
The contractor general report is the report we're referencing and dealing with. We don't know which report we're talking about because that report obviously don't exist. We are dealing with the contractor general report, which is now the Integrity Commission. So we are dealing with it from its original form. Now we talk about the new version that gives certain privileges to certain people because they are top on us. We are go back to the roots that we are dealing with, original like that we are dealing with, which is the contractor general report. You should read it, Ingram.
But I am Ingram. I've always speak about that report. You have never read that report by the contractor general into DB&G.
My understanding is that irrespective of what took place in that report, the persons involved statutory declaration have been certified.
Oh, you know that.
Yes, you know about. Yes, you know about.
You see, that me like to prove when you're full of shit, you know, because as me say, when you're on the PMP platform,
I can't say it about you. I can't say it about you.
No, I can't say it about you.
I can't say it about you.
You are full of shit. Right?
Yes,
now again, let me ask you. What is your take on the report into DB&G that says the Minister of Finance spent $340 million of taxpayers' money in a partnership with DB&G, and the taxpayers of Jamaica has not received a single dollar?
Pump a further 85 million into it when they acquired it. After they acquired it, after the acquisition, an additional 85 million was pumped into that business. Government
and the taxpayers have not received a single dollar. Mr. Ingram, you're an accountant. What do you think?
I responded to your question and I said that irrespective of what happened in those matters in which
I am not asking Mr. Ingram to answer me about no status. I am asking you about a deal.
In which Greg Christie Greg Christie give a report, the same Greg Christie, who is now in the Integrity Commission, gave a report. So on that basis, I have no reason to question the integrity and the objectivity of Greg Christie. And I'm saying my understanding is that the persons involved, their statutory declaration.
And I ask you nothing about no statutory declaration. Everything that alone you can fall back on.
Even Mark Golden have loads of assets trading right now.
Ingram was sorry, Leighton. Sorry, Leighton.
That's Mark Golden have all different type of assets all over the world.
All over the world. All right, Mr. Ingram, let me ask a different question about Mark Golden.
Chuck. You know what his statement proves? That the Integrity Commission is not effective. Because if the same person in the Integrity Commission can come to us previously to say, hey, we have acquired such and such a million, this tasteful way, then turn to certify their statutory declaration. It tells us that the Integrity Commission is not good in its current form. Something is fundamentally wrong. For the same criminal which you prosecuted and told us is guilty yesterday, today you sign a document saying that, hey, they are good. Without exonerating them from the first charge. So the first charge stands and you're signing right here suspend. How can that be? So, Mr. Ingram, your latest statement puts into question.
Chuck, really, a lot of people don't know the reason why Integrity Commission bring him and Holness to investigation. Because 300,000 from when he was Minister of Education, him gave like one contract. 300,000, Jamaican, money that. And that was when Andrew Holness was Minister of Education, that was the first time. The second time it was about 2 accounts that was linked to his mother, but them can't prove. No way them could have charged the money.
Please note that those accounts are also dormant. And I would like to ask what those dormant mean.
So the woman couldn't prosecute the man at all. There was nothing there to prosecute.
Leighton, here's the problem. The Integrity Commission certified Andrew in 2018, 2019, and 2020. What change take place? Why they did not certify 2021? Somebody
Chuck, I'll tell you, all a plan by Mark Golden to get Jamaica to run by
president of the PMP. Thank you.
Mark Golden have a meeting with Greg Christie.
Please note
that right here, everything turns back here.
Chuck, please also put to bear that is the
listen, the mere fact is that Integrity Commission don't have no integrity at all. Because everybody who's in the Integrity Commission are PNP them are friends. And that mash it up. But I don't know say the Integrity Commission is shattered with PNP people affiliates with the PNP. And now they just put back an express in there right now. So the question if you ask a person who employ those people, and that person is the what name?
Greg Christie. Greg Christie responds now. And Panton made his recommendation before he left. What they did is made the recommendation and the Governor General sign off on it. So they made their recommendations before departing.
Right
and
now,
their successors.
Right now is the Governor General. The Governor General right now has set the tone right now. The Governor General right now has set the tone for that right now. A bare people, because right now you see picture come out with Dayton Campbell and the new prosecutor with them say. Now the new prosecutor.
Best friend.
Yeah.
The best friend at Dayton wedding.
So how is that? If you have one commission like that, you don't want nobody to affiliate with the
godfather for the man's son. Dayton Campbell is the godfather for the man's son.
That makes no sense. That just come like a joke thing. So everything I go play politics now. We can't. It not gonna be equal. It not gonna be all equal rights and justice. You know that. Just like
remember,
there's
a court order upon the Integrity Commission at the moment, so nothing can be said about it or do until that the stage pass. Nothing at all.
Them still I got try same way for dirty
Most
up
the
the man
public,
file.
but in theory you can't do fuck all about it now.
Yeah, yeah, me know
What
that.
I want you guys to understand is that 18, 19, and 20, the Prime Minister was certified without any problem. Only thing
by
that
the
happened
same
in
commissioners and
2020
directors.
was Mark Golden became president of the PMP. That's the only thing different that happened.
Yeah,
Mark
but
Golden.
That is it, Chuck.
Gentlemen,
That is it.
after one, I'll catch you another time. Respect. After one,
Mark
I'll
will
catch you.
become president.
where am I going now?
When the
You
opposition
need to learn something.
everything going back
So,
here.
Mr. Ingram, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
So
we
that's
need
why
to
Yes,
you're
go
when
with
wrong.
Mark
enough.
will become opposition leader, the integrity commission start function back here. The
Hey,
top go
hey,
forward, move forward, the top go back here.
hello, hello,
Greg Christie,
Reverse it, you know.
Greg Christie,
hello.
I'm
Chuck,
real
I have a question for
Integrity.
you, Chuck.
The
Ingram, I have a
commission in a
question for you.
One at
reverse.
a time, people. One at a time. One at a time.
Ingram, where that thing could have happened to the Integrity Commission if them carry and Jonas to court the other day, charge him and lose? What do you think could happen to them? Ingram, answer that.
remember, I want to know, remember, say before, no
To that
integrity
question,
commission thing ever arise with Andrew, I want to know if you remember, say, not Jonas a beat my goal in them, But if you remember that today, all the reason why PNP get some vote in a local government election, because of the Integrity Commission controversy, And them use that and spin it and run with it on their platform. That's what they do. So
That
them
is indeed it.
so right now them are trying to hatch up that right now and that's not gonna work because we the people with them with the out here right now I gonna beat them bad with that right now. Because we know the truth. We are no fool. So no care how me I listen to Ingram them, me I listen to Caution them and the whole of them. They be a foolishness they go by life contact every day. Be a propaganda they go spread. Every day. Them spread propaganda.
Yo,
I try
I
to bring down Jamaica. Look how Jamaica I grow, bro.
I have a question for Mr. Ingram before you leave. Mr. Ingram.
Hey, yeah, man. Go ahead.
I have another question for you, right?
You find the information? You found the information to tell you about?
No, you're not giving me anything for search, so I have to try my own search. But
no, man,
I have a question for you. May I have a question for you? What is the purpose of the Integrity Commission?
here.
Huh?
What is the purpose of the Integrity Commission?
My understanding is to hold government employee at a certain level.
Mute up like a travel.
My understanding is that they are there to investigate.
All right. So you're speculating. So make a break it down.
No, listen. I don't
you're
need
speculating.
to
You're speculating. So let us break it down.
Talking and listen.
You're understanding.
You're speculating.
Yes, you're understanding, brother.
So if you're not gonna speculate, you can go ahead. But if you're gonna speculate, we're gonna pull the information. What do you want to do?
Can I respond now?
If you're not speculating,
my understanding is
no, you can't use
it is there
bossy,
to verify and to check on the accuracy.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram, hold on, man. We not have to speculate. We say we can pull the information for the sake of scholarly reasoning. You want to do that because we don't want to go sue that, don't when we talk, When we talk, so we can edit.
You can continue to talk about speculation. I'm answering your question.
No, you're not. You're speculating. You've been speculating.
You can go about and talk about speculation because you're coming here talking.
Remove the words.
You don't know what integrity.
So remove the words. Remove the words.
So don't go there.
So remove the words. My understanding and continue. Then I want to hear what it is.
My understanding is that the Integrity Commission is there to check and to verify the returns presented by government employees.
All right, Mr. Ingram. My understanding is that the Integrity Commission.
Oh, you don't know the role of the Integrity Commission.
My understanding is the Integrity Commission should not be investigating anyone for illicit enrichment. That is my understanding.
But that doesn't mean that's the facts, though, innit?
Exactly. So we can pull the facts. So you have to know your
that's what the man
understanding.
trying to say to you, Ingram. Get the facts. Don't try to give us your understanding.
So
We know
here
that's leaning towards bias.
Here is what the Integrity Commission purpose is. The purpose is to achieve a corrupt-free society, to prevent, detecting, investigating and prosecuting acts of corruption through high-performance culture and efficient system. So the word detecting there means you have to detect something to investigate and then to prosecute. Am I correct, sir?
Mr. Ingram?
Hello?
Mr. Ingram?
He's muted, man.
Mr. Ingram, you're muted.
I am not looking at the document.
Understanding gone
So
out
what
the
you're
window
saying,
again.
go ahead. I'm not looking at that document.
He understanding went out the window just now, guys.
Mr. Ingram, how which school you used to go? Come here and tell us if your head tough, brother.
So what?
I'm big
What,
man.
what did I say a while ago when I sound accurate? What did I say when I sound accurate? When we say when I sound
I am not
accurate,
looking at the documents, so go ahead and talk what you're talking.
All right.
I am not looking at the
we're looking
document.
at the word. So we're looking at the
Hold
word.
on, Mr. Hold on there. Vegas. The truth is not subjected to one's understanding or perception.
Facts.
Neither
Facts.
is the truth. The fact is subjected to sounding.
Respect, Jack.
Mr. Ingram, since you've been here, you mentioned several times I'm sitting in front of my laptop. Don't you say that? And truth is at your fingertips.
So watch this, Mr. Ingram. So I'm gonna tie the detection. What again? We are going back to this point. What did the Integrity Commission detect? Yeah, with Mr. Holness's lawful earning, why they investigated and wanted to prosecute or recommended prosecution. What was it? What was it why they suspect him of being involved in illicit enrichment? That we're asking, brother. Because you cannot go around the facts. You cannot remove the burden of proof from the investigating body. Because they are the one investigating, bro. And for investigate, you have to detect something, sir. And when you detect something, that is how you investigate it. And if it leads to a certain threshold, then you prosecute.
And when
you can't tell me say
Vegas, where you look for? When you investigate,
you can't tell me say me we are accused of something have to prove to you. No, you detected something, and that is saying, sit on the bossy. You can put up your computer. It say the mission is to achieve a corrupt-free society by what? By preventing, detecting. What did they detect, bossy? And that we are saying.
But hold on. They detect that the report the report presented by the Prime Minister, they weren't able to identify. They weren't able to identify or to concur with, to find the necessary information to prove what was presented as accurate. Hence the need for investigation. It's as simple as that. What's the point you're making?
So they're investigating him on what grounds?
What do you mean on what grounds?
What grounds?
Illicit. My understanding is that they investigate illicit enrichment. That's my understanding.
No, look again.
No,
but to get to that point, they have to detect something, bossy. Then can't just say, yo, the Prime Minister, you have more money.
And you are correct. The detection would be that you presented something, and what you're presenting don't make any sense.
You know what investigation. What I'm asking, make we use a term in your field. Him account never balance. That sound good?
It has not. No, it has not to do with it has not to do with balance in a sense.
Yeah, boy.
It has not to do with balance in a sense. So don't go there.
Ingram.
And the baddest by the planet.
Ingram. It's a simple
It has not to do with balance in a sense.
You know the answer, you don't.
All right. Watch again. So would you agree that they suspect him of being involved in illicit enrichment? Would you agree with that?
I'm quoting what the document states.
What the document states?
I'm quoting what the document states.
What is
I'm not giving an opinion on that. I'm quoting what the document states.
Give me the information. Give me the information. Give me the information.
Which information?
What the document stated.
I'm not gonna leave what I'm doing now to go find a page to quote. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
No. Hold on. Chuck.
Mr.
You're supposed to hold on, gentle people. Chuck, you have to record them thing. You have to go up by you and show the pitney them, you know.
It record bad.
These things must be recorded and propagate so people can understand.
No man, this recorded.
Hold on, Nathaniel. People must be able to understand this type of dishonest conversation, brethren. Remember say no. Una the one, you know, we run around the internet and accuse the Prime Minister say my thief, you know. And now you're on a platform and we are me think say me be respected.
No one I am not discussing with.
Hold on the boss.
No,
Can I finish, please? Can I just finish, please?
I am talking about specifics.
I apologize because we don't want to get into a quarrel. Right? Because me and I quarrel over politics.
You can't come with the sarcasm.
Me and I quarrel over politics because me no want to come in your yard and see no roof now they pay your house up and they say a long time you work for PMP.
You can't come with the sarcasm.
So watch you now, Mr. Ingram. Watch your bossy. Me and you not quarrel over politics. We are reason. And in order for us to have a great conversation, right, with decorum, me think say we must be honest. If you're gonna say you're quoting from a document, but when we ask you to quote me from the document, you say you do not have the document.
I did not say to you I'm quoting from a document at this moment.
All right, can I ask my question again then, please?
This issue is that
my question.
Don't go there.
Well, sir. General. My question has nothing to do with your document then. So I could go back to my question. I'm saying to you, they had to detect something to investigate. That the body, the whole purpose of the body is to stop corruption. Right? So when it spot something, when it detects something, it realized that that's supposed to be 6 feet and it's only 5, or them decides it's supposed to be 9 feet and it's 12. Right? Them say, well, on, something wrong here. How come this at 12 feet? Right? So what I say to you is, what they detected, they investigated. And what they investigated, they wanted to charge the Prime Minister for something, or they suspect him of something. If they suspect him of something, what is it that they detected? And that me ask you, Nobasi.
You finish
Mr. Ingram,
can I answer your question now? Can I answer your question now?
You can't say me is a thief unless you detect something. Wrong, am I right?
Can I answer your question now?
No, answer. Add that to my question. You cannot be a thief. May I answer that too? Without you detecting something, right? Go ahead.
If you come here and asking questions and citing examples, the examples that you are citing must be consistent within the context in which we are discussing. We are discussing here the Integrity Commission and the act, how the act operate. And
what is the purpose of the knowledge? We're discussing.
Backside.
But Ingram, don't rephrase it.
Bro, seriously.
Purpose.
Hold on, Mr.
We can't talk.
Hold on, Mr.
We cannot talk.
Mr. Ingram, you stated that we were discussing the Integrity Commission and how it operates. And that brings me back to the question. Can you tell me what part, what clause, what subsection states that the person being investigated has the burden to prove themselves innocent? Please, and that may ask me hours. So I'm glad you referred back to that. So now the question is, can you tell us which clause? Please.
I'm going to document Mr. Ingram because of that one theater. I know you can't do that. Go to the document, man. And talk.
The floor is your bossy. The floor is yours.
If I'm having a discussion with you, all you're going to come and choke with all. It won't deter me one. It won't deter me one bit, you know. I'm a focused person. I'm talking to Vegas right now,
Yeah,
and I'm
talk to
pointing.
everybody
I'm
on the
pointing.
platform. Everybody where
Guys,
there, yeah,
hold
talk
on.
to.
There's an echo, guys. If can you mute? There's an echo.
I'm pointing specifically to Vegas questions, and I'm pointing to the fact that if you're discussing about the Integrity Commission, I'm pointing to you that the Integrity Commission Act is different from an ordinary criminal case in a courthouse. In the case of the Integrity Commission Act, the burden of proof is on the person who presents the report to prove that the report is accurate. That's what I'm saying. It's a
I hear
public
that that's what
knowledge.
you're saying,
I
but we
am not
asked for the
gonna
receipt.
leave what I'm doing now to go into the.
We're asking for the receipt, Mr. Ingram.
Yeah, we
That is that
asked
you're saying.
over 1 hour,
But we
you
need the
know, me hear
receipt.
them
We need
ask
the
you.
proof. It's that simple. I'm not
Where in the
disputing that. I am not disputing
I'm
that.
out of
I'm
the.
saying,
I'll be
give
here
me the
listening,
proof
but
that
I'm not.
that
I'm
is
gonna
so.
answer any more questions because I'm constantly muted. I'm
Mr.
constantly muted.
Ingram,
So
I'm
I'll
in
speak.
mute you. I'm in mute you because you go off into
Right.
something I ask. So may I say, me agree with your point where you put, but give me the proof. Give me the proof where that is stated in the Integrity Commission Act. Please, that's all I may ask. I
each
will use
200
Google.
per,
I'll
200
do it
person
for
with them
you.
on the line,
You don't
teach
have to
them.
do it. I will
Yeah.
Google it for you. Just tell me the clause. Let me Google it right now. As a matter of fact, hear this, Mr. Ingram. I'm going to rubbish your argument from another angle. Hear this part. As stated by the commissioners, the Integrity Commission answers to the court. No, if you answer to the court, that means the laws of the court governs your actions, right? And everything you do must be in accordance to the rule of the court. With that being said, the burden of proof remains with the prosecutor, as that is the rule of the court, which the Integrity Commission is subjected to. Please make an argument against that.
Travi, read that again, Travi. I'm never here.
So I'm sorry, Travi, not to cut you guys, but there is an echo. Vegas, I think because when Travi was talking and your mic was off, it wasn't echoing. But if you got a call
Oh,
or
I'm muted
something,
now, so maybe.
Vegas,
Like,
right? So when you're off mute, we hear the echo. So probably need to swipe up and swipe back down because there's an echo.
all right, how is it now? How is it now?
Yeah,
It's
I don't
good.
hear.
It's good, bro.
It's good now. It's good now.
It's good, bro. It's good. Mr. Ingram, I'm gonna ask you again. And may I give my receipts
When
there.
I can be assured that I can speak, I will speak. I will not speak again
You
because
did
it's
speak.
annoying to be
All
muted
right, speak.
continually.
Me
All right?
respond after. I'm going to
So
respond
I
after.
won't.
Speak. The floor is yours. I'll respond after. Guys, let him speak.
I'm responding to you, Vegas. This is public knowledge, and I encourage you guys to go and check. In the case of the Integrity Commission Act, when you're under investigation, the burden of proof is on the person who's being investigated. This was discussed in the very evening after the first case. Both attorneys were there, and they discussed this matter at length with Dan Jackson Miller. It was then I even learned of the matter of moving the veil. About moving the veil, that it's different in comparison in a criminal ordinary court. The burden of proof is a prosecutor. I learned it then that in this case, I was so shocked that in the Integrity Commission Act, under the Integrity Commission Act, the burden of proof is on the person who is being investigated. That's when I learned this. And both lawyers were there and discussed and pointed out. I'm encouraging you guys to check it out. That's a fact. Okay? So any conversation we are having here today, it's got my answers gonna stay within that context because that is the fact.
But Mr.
Okay?
Ingram, Mr. Ingram.
Yes.
Let's go with your understanding. All right? Let's go with your understanding. The burden of proof is on Andrew Holness, right? Right?
Yes, to prove is
all right.
statutory. Correct.
So he came forward and him say, this is A and this is B. Right?
Good.
No. What happened? Why he is under investigation?
All right. My understanding is that
because him say, yo, this is my burden of proof. All right, see it.
Right, right.
To the information, yeah.
Yeah.
For you to investigate
and the Prime
me now.
Minister actually said, you know.
Well,
he said he was not aware of any other questions.
Don't deflect. Now, me present to you, Mr. Ingram. I say, yo, Vegas, you're a thief. And I say, no, man. See me thing, man, the thing balance, man. Yeah, man, me get it over this, and me put it here, so me get the money there. And the other one there from one show, and the one there from dub plates, and the one there from railway. And you say, no, it not add up.
Right.
Wrong or right?
Right.
No, he say not satisfied. Justice Panton say not satisfied.
I'm not going nowhere satisfied. It not add up. The reason why you're not satisfied is because it not add up. Right, Mr. Ingram?
Right.
How much it not add up by?
It's not how much you know add up by. That would not necessarily be the term the question asks.
How do you determine that I am out? How do you determine that me have remember I said the whole argument in Mr. Ingram.
Hold on, man.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Hold on. Let's not move the goalpost. Remember saying no. Is him having money where outweighs or outdo the fancy word disproportionate to him wealth, don't it?
Yes.
What that mean, Mr. Ingram? Help me out, please. What that mean?
It means that you give us a report.
Him have more money than what he have. Let me answer
you.
No, no, I answer if he don't people them to him. Have more money than what he have. Is that what it means?
You present a report showing that you.
No, me ask you. If it means that him have more money than what he have, that may I ask you.
Simple.
No. Me ask if it's a lay person. Me ask if it's a lay person. Does it mean? Mr. Ingram, listen, Mr. Ingram, listen.
Vegas, you're not speaking with a puppet, you hear?
No, me ask you a question. Me ask if a Prime Minister have more money than what he have. That may I ask you.
And I don't know the relevance of that question you're asking.
Because
I'm saying to you, sir, that when you present a report to the Integrity Commission and they look at it and they say they don't understand something.
Right.
They are because it's basically an audit process, you know.
Right.
They have the right to ask for additional information. My understanding at this moment that it reached a stage now where they have referred what they have to the FID and to TAJ to look into it to see if all tax obligations were
satisfied. Wrong information.
And two.
No. What am I saying? No. Stop, Mr. Ingram. Stop. Don't mislead. No, don't mislead, Mr. Ingram. No, Mr. Ingram, don't mislead the public. They are trying to get the matter to go over to the FID and the TAJ. Is that accurate? That is what they want to happen, right? They want the FID to now investigate the matter, right? That's why the whole conversation was, why did you go past them and go foreign and come back? And that's the argument, you know.
Mr. Vegas.
So can I respond to you now? Can I respond to you now?
Mr. Ingram, hold on. Mr. Vegas, let me also add. There's a memorandum of understanding between the Integrity Commission, TAJ,
and these bodies. So there's a MOU.
Working relationship,
Facts.
collaborative relationship. Any information they need there, they can partner with them for their investigation. They have reached their wits' end. When they have nothing to investigate them, submit them report, and it does not get the effect of them. And as such,
so once again, Travis. So Mr. Ingram, excuse me for my stupid question, because you're a teacher, right?
No,
He's an accountant.
You're an educator, right? You like to teach, right? Right?
He's an accountant.
My beloved wife was in the classroom for 37 years.
Perfect. So you have teaching in your family. All right, so you have teaching in your family. All right. So for the dunce, man, I'm just asking a simple question, Brassy. Right? Is the problem that we are having, is it because Andrew Holness have more money than in lawful earnings?
All right. The matter being referred to the FID and the TAJ. Their obligation. They are requested to look into those matters that relate to tax implication. Were there any tax implication involved? That's my understanding. And to the FID, were there any matter that would be of interest to the FID? That's my understanding.
Mr. Ingram. All right. For the sake of the people who are listening and your comrades and the PMP supporters, can you say to them now that the Prime Minister is not being investigated because he has more money than his lawful earnings?
You are the one who asked that question, you know. I didn't
No.
Mr. Vickers.
You are the one who asked that question. I did not respond to that question.
No. You're on the record. You're on the record.
Hold on, Mr. Vegas. Hold on. Stengran said that they are referring it to TAG and FID to see if there's any tax implications. Now, Mr. Vegas, I'm going to ask you, as well as Angel, Red Bull, Leighton, tax-paying people, Maestro, when you file your taxes to the tax administration of Jamaica, isn't that where they go through your file documents to see if you are paying enough or evading or, you're trying to cheat them? Isn't that point that work is done? Yep. And I will ask the question also. I will also ask the question: did not the Prime Minister file taxes for all the companies?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes, as stated in the report. So where does this argument that this man is crafting on his own, that they're sending it there to see if there's any tax implication? Not even the report to which he referenced states that information.
But Tavi, I want to just get him on record. If you don't know Mr. Ingram, because we have him on record, is the Prime Minister under investigation because he has more money than his lawful earnings? Just a yes or no.
You're asking.
Or I don't know. No, it's true. No. There is no. Sir. You see your wife a teacher, and she will educate her that there's nothing called a stupid question.
You're asking an idiotic question.
Sir, there's nothing called an idiotic question, and you should know that. That's a 101 in any form of.
Beg you one second.
What am I do? So I just want to get it on the record. You cannot answer if you don't want to answer, right? But the question must be asked. Is Andrew Holness under investigation because he has more money than his lawful earnings? That we ask. That me ask. For my purpose.
Who asking that question?
You.
And my response to that question is that the investigation.
No, you only have three answers about yes, no, or I don't know. No, yes, no, or I don't know.
To which the matter into which we are discussing relates to a report presented to the Integrity Commission that had risen to an investigation. Currently, my understanding is the position is at a level where it was referred. It was referred for further clarification from the FID and from TAG. That's my understanding.
That is not accurate. That is not accurate, though. Right. But what I'm asking, the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister took them to court and all of them things there, and him get a judicial review, right, Bossy?
No,
so
sir.
we know, right?
No, he did not get a judicial review, sir.
All right, somebody else can ask.
He did not.
Sorry. We can't get the brother. Go ahead, family.
All right.
He did not get a judicial review.
Mr. Ingram.
He requested a judicial review. It has two stages. One, to clarify what was there to review. They have now identified the matters that will be reviewed, and the next court date, I think, is in October. That's my understanding.
So he has been granted a judicial review. So he requested one, and he has been granted.
Yo, we say body's planet.
Right? And the reason why he was granted that judicial review is because
Vegas just said that he got. Rebus just said he got a judicial review, and I pointed out that the review is not yet done.
Then granted, God.
He just granted. Jesus.
Fix our
oh my God.
He was granted.
It is granted, and then it is done.
All right, okay. All right. Let's Let me kind of go back over. Mr. Ingram keeps saying Mr. Ingram keeps saying that a report was sent to the Integrity Commission. What report you talking about and by whom? I just want to understand what you're saying.
I did not say a report was sent to the Integrity. I did not say
a report was sent to the Integrity Commission.
I did not say any such thing, sir.
Okay, what did you say?
Remind the Prime Minister and all the other persons who are obligated to do so submit their statutory declaration.
Okay, you just clarify yourself because you keep saying a report a while ago. That's why I come back there. Because
you can go on your mouth.
All right, Travi. Travi, Mr. Ingram, I've been on here from this morning. When Chuck started the live and we were playing music, I left and I came back. And so, before you go, I just want to ask one question. And so, we understand that you are on here and you are speaking for the People's National Party.
No, I'm not.
And
no,
so,
I'm not. I'm
who
not.
are you speaking on behalf?
I'm
who
not.
are you speaking for?
I'm a Jamaican who
No,
happens
he's
to,
a
I'm a
diehard
Jamaican
PNP.
who happen to support.
Hold on.
I'm a Jamaican who happen to support the People's National Party as my right.
Then what the hell did I just say?
You say I'm speaking on behalf of. You say I'm speaking on their behalf.
But we're having discussion and that's what. Okay,
you said that I'm speaking on their behalf.
Let's
that's
move
incorrect.
on, Mr. Ingram.
That's
the question
incorrect.
I want to ask you. I apologize. The question I want to ask you.
Apologize.
PNP, man.
Hold on, man. Let me ask him the question. The question I want to ask you, sir. Jamaica, do you believe that Jamaica, where we are standing now, we are going in the right direction?
No.
Okay. Do you believe? Second question. Do you believe, or give me the reason why you believe Mark Golden can be a leader moving Jamaica forward? Give all the 203 persons on here reasons you believe Mark Golden have the qualification and how you believe that he can move Jamaica forward. May I give you an opportunity? Go ahead.
I thank you very much for the opportunity. I see Mark Golding as the ideal leader who will present Jamaica in a better light than the present administration.
Listen, Ingram, your head tough enough. Mr. Ingram. Hold on, Travis. Let me ask him the question again. I say, to give us 203 on here, how Mark Golden will, why you believe that he can, how and why you believe that he can.
When he spoke the other day, he made mention to one, that he'll be returning the NHT to its former glory, which I endorse 100%.
And that's going to make Jamaica better.
He also said that he's going to do an inquiry. He's going to set up an inquiry into some very serious matters that touches and concern the financial situation in Jamaica. He also said that he's going to review the Student Loan Bureau by giving certain incentives there. By exploring the NHT, he's going to explore the matter of a person who can't arrive at a rent initially, at a mortgage initially, would start out with a rent proposal. These are good things. He also said that he's going to tackle corruption at the peak, because the level of corruption in Jamaica today is not sustainable.
PNP has a corruption in Jamaica.
All right, hold on.
Let me respond to him.
Yes, and hold on. One at a time, I'm going to respond to Mr. Ingram. But Travis, I don't want you to take the whole of them. I want you to take one piece of what I'm saying and give somebody else a chance. Go ahead, Travis. Go on, Travis.
Oh, Travis.
All right,
take two, Travis. Two. Go on, Travis. Two.
I'll say this. I'm glad Ingram stated all of his goals. Mr. Ingram, wait, man. Wait a turn. I'm glad you state all that you stated. You have left out fixing the economy. You have left out fixing agriculture and make us sustainable and has given us food security, which is paramount to Jamaica's betterment. You have also left out infrastructural development. These are fundamental things. You have left out education, right?
You left about a vision, because really and truly, Jamaica really outgrow itself already.
You did not give a vision. You just named some line items that, he's going to touch without telling us how he's going to touch them, how he's going to improve them, how he's going to make them better. Yeah? You have failed to do that. As a matter of fact, at the point of student loan and NHT, the government is already doing all of what he's trying to hire it. Yeah? The government is already doing all of that.
Yeah.
So guess what? You're not offering us an upgrade, but we don't need that.
Wait, them no know, them no understand how it work, Travis. Because them go read over a study Mark Collins study Andrew Holness, you know. Remember, we have that, we have proof of that. We no study the man thing and go copy it and I try sell back a thing in our way to Jamaicans and we no buy into it because we no I try to make one look a false leader. We no I try to make somebody to be where he's not. Because he can't be Jamaican, you know. He don't have 1 ounce of Jamaican in him. For no Jamaican no move like how he move.
Yeah.
So all you know I come with no
Watch
local
out,
thing
watch
them
out,
fi try
watch out,
fi
watch out.
try break
Red Bull,
Hold
down
watch
on,
the
out.
guys.
country from we
I
start to
want to
reach, brother.
listen, guys. Hold on. We have
Red Bull, watch out,
204
watch
people
out.
over here. I don't want to,
Well, no,
Travi. I don't
we are
want to
letting
get
new
personal.
people.
I want us to address what
Me
he
not
just
get
spoke
personal.
on.
I'm gonna address more things.
Not you,
Yeah,
Travi.
that
I'm
me I
just
do.
saying. Go
Because
ahead.
we're gonna let in the new people. Them see, we're gonna let in the new people. But let me say this: Mark Bolin can't talk about corruption or the financial sector. The biggest meltdown in Jamaica's history concerning the financial sector and the biggest corruption committed. Mark Bolin is at the heart and center of it. It's called FinSAC. So he can't address that because normally the person who causes the damage is never the one to fix it. Yeah? That's normal terms. That's just the rule of life. So you know, come with no fix corruption and fix that. The biggest corruption that exists or the most corruption that exists under the PNP and Mark Golding is at the center of it.
Maestro, and then
Yeah.
Box Hill, and go ahead, Maestro,
All right.
and
So
then Vegas,
to
and
expound on what Travis just said, Mark Golding has no integrity because Mark Golding is trying to tell people that he had nothing to do with FinTech when the facts are there that he was, as Travis said, at the center of it. Secondly, this NHT thing I talk about was people to rent make more accessible. The PNP has tried that before. And what was the result of that? Abject failure. Right? Honorable Portia Simpson Miller would have built up a whole heap of house through NHT and relocate people claiming to make their lives better. What happened to those houses? Yeah? You can go and research that, and I can point you to this housing scheme, Spanish Town Road, which was one of them. Yes? Right now, I think it's only 1% of the recipients of those houses are currently occupying the houses because NHC have to step back in because they weren't paying no rent for those places. Alright? So, I can take a call. Continue.
okay. Next, who's it next? Box Hill, McCammon, said I'm looking at him smart.
Box Hill.
Wow. Yeah. A long time PNP party I do it, man. I try to get Jamaica for run by default, man. Remember, say Trevor Monroe, you know, they go to the US embassy there and I say, yo, people in the government corrupt, you know. And when the man come out and talk it, you know, Trevor Monroe say, I say them thing to the man, you know. So a long time, them plan all them thing, yeah. Because them sister, yo, for defeat Andrew, in that period there, now I'm going normal. So really and surely, all of this thing, Integrity Commission thing, I just witch hunt to me, you see it? Now my eyes, in a real life. Somebody else have a floor. That's all I gotta say.
I have a question, a final question for Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, why do you support Mark Golding?
And that's the question I pretty much asked him.
And you can ask, and if you want, you can return the question. Why do I support Mr. Andrew Holness? If it's too personal,
I regard Mark Golding as one of the most honest politicians that entered politics in Jamaica, in comparison to the others.
The same man that says that he's not a British citizen, then turn to say he's a.
I didn't hear the last part, Mr. Ingram.
In comparison to the others.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Sorry, I never hear the last. Sorry, I never hear the last part, Mr. Ingram. My headphone drop out. Say it again.
In comparison to the others.
No, not that part. I heard that part. But you said, may I ask you why you support him? What did you say?
One of the most honest politicians that we have in Jamaica.
That's a lie, man. Come on, man.
Hold on, people. So are you comfortable with him saying that him to come around the country, man, him tap on his friends them?
I didn't hear that comment.
Okay, all right, fine. Respect.
All right, so hold on. To add to what Vegas said, you said he's the most honest out of all the politicians in Jamaica. So, can you expand on that? Because when people make statements and say things or have an opinion or facts about Andrew Holness, you guys don't believe it. When the facts came, when the actual statistic came out about the crime rate and the percentage of crime and of murders also, you guys say it's Andrew Holness and it wasn't real and it was a lie. So I'm asking this to say, how do you understand the honest politician, like you just said?
Let me run on that then.
I'm trying to understand.
Let me run on that.
I defer in a matter
Let
of
me run on
politics.
that. Let me run on that. Keep yourself quiet and let me respond to you. Talking about honest. The same man who claims that Andrew Holness
I don't
know
put
about
color to
the
criminality.
8 or 6. The same man that says, oh, Andrew know about the 6 or the 8 for 2 years he ran around the country. And then a representative of the IC come to say there's no 8 people being investigated or no 6 people being investigated. She has looked over all the records and none of the report has presented anyone's name as such. The same man who stated that he's not a British citizen, and the same man that turned us, oh, I'm a British citizen. You call him honest? The same man that said, oh, my passport expired years ago, I never renew it, right? Is the same man that said, oh, my passport not expired, I'm going to return it. And when this one expires, I'm going to renew it again. The same individual that says he has nothing to do with FinSac. When the Greg Christie report, the Greg Christie report put him at the center of it. Not only that, when he was being interviewed, when he just came into politics, he stated that he came into politics through Omar Davis, who he had known from the 90s and have been an advisor to. And in the 90s, when he needed industrial advice in the financial sector, he was the one that he spoke to. Is this the same man that you're saying that is honest?
And you add
the man that claimed that his ancestors fought and bled for this land?
Yeah, the
same man that also said, Travis, he was a businessman during the time of FinSac and he knows nothing of FinSac.
The amount of time them catch Mark Gold in a lie. Everybody all PNP know that.
Even
the same man that was on Andre Stevenson live with a piece of paper claiming that this is this proof that he renounced his citizenship. The same man that was in Parliament and that did not bring that proof, that document and that proof to Parliament to show the Jamaican people who he should have if he really, really renounced his citizenship. The same person that went.
You know, saying gone, Angel in gone, you know.
He gone?
Because you were gone. Well, I know, sister. You know, say I go for this, for play a film. I go for you, me have to play a film, you know.
And
me go and get a talking. Listen here. Mr. Ingram, if you still listen.
The Jamaican people need the People's National Party back in government with Mark Jefferson Golden as the Prime Minister and a top honorary set of people around me for run the country.
Backside.
Mr. Ingram, if you still listen, bro, me do want to play it for you in a day if you ask how you feel about it, but you cut. But hopefully I hear it still.
A fan 10 o'clock with a piano Vegi fan me no know me say me get tired of Ingram till me take a break.
Me think say me glad say the PMP them for when Ingram them go on other platform, you know, they must say the Prime Minister have money disproportionate to him wealth. I know him come here and him can't say it. And that's the problem. It's weird to me, so him come here and can't say it. But him on every other platform I say it, him and the world of the comrades, bloggers, them say it morning, noon and night till at the point where they don't want them. Start take it and run with it and say Andrew Holness have all thief billion, 2 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, 3 trillion, all them type of sitting there. So
but he said it when he's around his friends,
Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas. I beg you one more second to continue to rip.
No, you have everything, you have the floor, but in God, you have the floor, brother.
Ingram argument to shreds. He states that Mark Golding has integrity. Integrity is the man who comes to the people of Jamaica to say, hey, War in my constituency, I make sure to speak to the Dan from the two side and guess what? War done. You have to tell us in no uncertain words that you know the shooter, the Dan, the gunman, they have kill people. And all you have to do is talk to them and they stop killing people. That's integrity.
Dr. Mario, you say your name Doctor. All you have to do if me not bright, you know, the scope now box because traffic them bright. Me not bright, chuck them and traffic them bright. So, I mean, at least, I don't this one in my class, brother. So all you have to do a copy in my
Dr.
box.
Mario, tread lightly because my finger upon mute block. Anyone can happen.
No, man, I'm blocking for that, man. You're mad, man. Can't
COG,
block
the
him for that.
gentleman right
A
here,
long
so
time he
he's
don't
saying
get
a
my
request
comment
I'm
section.
adding.
Making turn, man. Making turn.
Let
Platform
us share
available,
the
brother,
hold on the
man.
guys. Hold on the guys. The brother here right here, so you know me. New face to me. He's saying a request I'm adding. Let's hear what he has to add to the conversation. Because obviously, you know, he has something to request.
Who travel?
There's
Clean
some
green?
COG,
Okay.
SIOG.
Okay.
You know, he sent a request and I added him. So, you know, I'd like to hear from him. So more people are sending requests. Yeah? Let's hear from let's hear from them. COG, you have the floor and then you're gonna move on to more people being added.
I'm living in Simpan. I'm blind like a bat.
Mario
Just hit
forward
the
to the
mute button
top.
at the center at the bottom and center of your screen. You see one mic button. Hit that, sir, and confirm that you want to
Am
open
I
your
time to
mic.
talk?
No clean
Hold
green.
on,
Hold
let's
on.
try here from
COG.
COG.
Okay.
I didn't even see him on there.
No, I saw his request and I added him. You know, to hear what he's saying because Mr. Ingram has been on here all day talking all sort of nonsense.
All
So we
day.
got invite other people to be a part of the conversation.
Go ahead, Mr. G. Unmute your mic.
All right, you know, seems anything is forthcoming from that. Clean green, your 2 cents.
All right. I've been listening from morning on and off. A matter of fact, from before the actual dialogue started, because I did enjoy the music. But you know, remember Action and famous words that beautiful speaking not help nobody. The draw conclusion about Mr. Ingram say he will have ways to try to say what he look like it sound good, like old time people used to say, we don't understand what you say, but it sound good. The man say I hold it as nothing because and it conveniently goes around the issues like, you know what I mean? We just wonder how much damage everybody think him do good for him party. I'm a firm believer that every week the PNP lose certain amount of votes because of their rhetoric and what they say and how easy
Not
it
just
is
vote, they lose a
to
certain amount of brain
identify that
cells
them
too.
them them not depend on no basis. All of them arguments is on no basis. When it comes to truth and going around the facts, it's like trust me. I'm appalled. I am really appalled to see the man spend this hours saying nothing of substance. Only one look one sound like him intelligent. That's what I'm
Clean
gonna say right
green.
here. Because, yeah.
Clean green. I don't know if you follow. I know you follow me, but I have
Yes, man. I follow you,
I have
man.
a video. I have a video of Veggie on my page
Mm.
when Mr. Ingram was on Cliff Hughes and Cliff Hughes asked him. No, he said the Prime Minister was investigated for illicit enrichment, and Cliff Hughes said no. So Cliffy, I have the video because I had to put that up. I have almost about 100 and something views on it and likes on it. It went viral because Cliff, you shut him down. Shut him
Yeah, I heard it.
down.
I heard it right. That I heard it.
I know you guys probably watch the video on my page
Mm-hmm.
because I'm telling you, Mr. Ingram is not easy to talk to. He's not easy to deal with, man. All day on this with Travi and him, and we couldn't burn us. I had to come out for a minute.
Angel,
Angel and platform.
send that to me inbox, please. We
Yeah,
need it for a
Travi.
certain purpose. Send it to me
You
inbox,
know,
please.
me learn since me start vlog and on platform, yeah, brother. Me learn something, bro. Me learn say if a PMP educated, them attack like how we attack. Honestly. Even
Facts.
PMP, let me rephrase. PMP who are honest, educated and honest, Them talk like how we talk. You see, how some PMP where me think like I think when named them from Nationwide said it best. Him saying totally can't believe that some people when used to have held in a high regard. Really talk the way them talk now and say some things that come out of their mouth. Like he must say I'm disappointed. Right? And what I realize is majority of the people them when we see on the internet, yeah, where we can get sense from. Michelle from Jamaica 411. Nats them, JLP platforms them, right? Karen Cross them. I remember I said Karen Cross them at Diated PMP in the Virgin.
Yeah.
You see me, I said them the rest of PMP, you know, she actually go and St. Thomas go help the PMP to win the local government election, you know. So you know if you ask if she a PMP, you know, she a die-hearted PMP, you know. But when they speak, you can learn something, brother. You can adhere to something where them say. When we come on the Jamaica Labour platform, Jamaica Labour Party bloggers platform them. Like me not even have to come in at the box, bro. Me just in the thing and somebody talk and somebody look. Right, when you go on Dujan platform in the morning, you're bound to learn something, bro. When you go on Chuck platform, you're bound to learn something. When you listen to Travis them, you're bound to learn something. When you listen to all of the sisters them, seeing Munchi, you listen to Goody them, you listen to Angel them, you know, say there's always something for you to learn, bro. And I'm like, yo, what the purpose of these people like Ingram and you Richards them and the next one who live in Car and all of them, what the purpose, what them are trying to accomplish? I'm like, what them are because them literally, you have one named Diego. More time you listen to them and the man just go on another PMP platform and say, yo, last night me over there with about 10 labor right, me beat the whole of them. I say, hold on there. Them people don't understand, say, yo, them are the dunces set of people on the internet, bro. You see, anytime you pose any question to them, bro, anytime you put forward any logical reasoning to them or any pharmaceutical reasoning, them either deflect, keep round, dolly, move the goalpost, gone to a different topic we are not talking about because them cannot, they have chosen the path. They just don't educate themselves. And whosoever have the information just decides, say, yo, I'm going to suppress that information here within me and I'm just going to tell bare lie. See, bro, they just hold the influence. I'm going to suppress this and tell bare lie. And them no care. It's like the moral. Yeah, I'm compass brethren, a point to one direction, bro.
There's something I want to say,
bro.
Mr. Vegas and everybody else. I don't know why this happens, and I feel like as a Jamaican, I feel that we are allowed some things to happen, and I don't know if we don't have the power or are we disempowered by whatever. But I notice a person is asked to act as the director of prosecution. I said the title name. That person is a very good close friend over 20 years of the General Secretary of the PMP. Now, if this is the Integrity Commission, I would think that certain people, like me, I are disqualified to serve, and because I'm biased. I am biased. I am going to be leading towards it. Why can't we have a process where we choose these people and choose them with
when I hear you. But hold on, not to cut him, but guys, this is a little joke for the joke for the day. Hold on, Findley, because I want to talk about that. Really, that discussion, but I want to hear this for a second. Listen.
Yes. And what was that review based on? What does it turn on?
The interpretation of the various law judges who sat on that hearing.
No.
Wait.
The instance of the Integrity Commission finding the Prime Minister ran afoul of which law?
Is the Prime Minister currently seeking to clear his name in the court? Isn't it the Integrity Commission that the Prime Minister has been in the court?
For what?
No, just answer me that.
No, but I'm answering you. The judicial review by the Prime Minister, the judicial review being sought by the Prime Minister has nothing to do.
There's already no judicial review and they have granted him leave.
Yes.
Appeal.
And what was that review based on?
And I'm asking
what does it turn on?
The interpretation reputation of the various law judges who sat on that hearing.
No. No, the Prime Minister is essentially saying...
There are some other things, Mr. Hughes, and time is...
Oh, yeah, you're running now. No, man, I have time. I have more time. Come.
We open news at 12.
Yes, but you made an assertion which is not correct.
This is the Prime Minister in court now seeking to have the Integrity Commission rescind again.
What charges?
Illicit enrichment.
No, sir.
Not?
No.
What is he in front of the court?
The commission said after it spent considerable resources, including hiring a forensic consultant, it cannot come to a decision whether it has a case against the Prime Minister for illicit enrichment or not. And therefore, it is now forwarding its report to the Financial Investigation Division for further checks, investigation, whatever.
So in other words, the Prime Minister...
You're wrong. In other words, it did not find any such thing, sir.
Okay, fine.
So are you going to withdraw? Are you going to withdraw?
I withdraw that.
And everything that flows from that.
Is the Prime Minister
the point, no, it's not simple at all. The intent is clear. You come here to deflect.
No,
that's what you did.
You
come here to deflect, and to deflect on a false premise. That's what you did. And I'm not going to allow you to get away with it. The issue here, our opposition leader, Mark Golding, who is about to contest an election and competing for the post of Prime Minister, committed to writing on January 10 that he's prepared to offer in his government, if he were to be elected Prime Minister, a meaningful role in government, someone who his own integrity committee has found to be unfit to stand as a parliamentary candidate. And he's prepared to offer him, that person, a role in government that smacks of sleaze and corruption. Thank you for your call. Don't try that with me.
Yes, Cliff.
But I tell you, I remember that right, word for word. Trust me.
Oh, so Angel, Travi, you know, see what happened, Travi? You know, she said, one of the old day, you know, see what happened.
Well, what happened, Biggie?
He man already withdraw that long time. That's why I couldn't answer we.
Biggie,
exactly.
Travi, you don't realize what I want. The Angel that does now you play this Angel in the man done.
Big, me have patience in
Travi, look how Angel there, make a waste the whole time.
Waste the whole day. I told you know.
He probably proceeds that go happen again because
no, but this is play from the man start dodge. I was wondering why my dad so. I don't realize what I want. Him done withdraw.
Yes, he withdrew from Cliff Hughes.
Oh my, you know, the man say he might try like the man say is appeal. The man a try appeal in charges. That the man I say, you know.
Anytime him come back,
that's why him can't tell you how much the Prime Minister was out by. Oh shucks.
Anytime him come back, guys, I'm gonna send him come go now. Because I've been busy, me in and out at work. I'm not
Angel, if it play this morning, trust me.
Yeah, back to what we did.
A balance just play it. Sorry, may I say
yeah, Angel, I'm me, man. I'm a backup.
Oh, you changed? Oh.
Yeah, I'm a backup page.
If you play this a long time, I'm not to argue about this with this man, you know.
This is what I say. You see, we still go back to the fact that this man is being asked to act in such an important position, who's a known friend of the GenSec of the PMP. Why is it that we can't do better when choosing the people, and why we can't say something about that? What happened? This is blatant. We call it we are already. That's not right.
And cronyism or nepotism.
The nepotism. That's the word I'm looking for. It's just not right.
Well, watch
It's
this
not
now.
right.
Watch this now. Let me tell you what happened here, so.
Yeah, what's funny?
They say the people them were dead, in my opinion. The people them were dead, they couldn't bring down Andrew, you know. I see the judicial review where Andrew get, Andrew was granted. It have them on them heels, you know. So you are going
them.
it seems that them are bringing some other people now if we do the work, get the work done with them couldn't
But it's not going to be possible. I don't see where it makes sense.
No, but it have to be Andrew Holness. Remember say all them want, you know. I just throw some mud, you know. I remember say the media ready to forget. Remember say the Integrity Commission, you know, quiet like a lamb. Remember say the other day, you know, every little thing happen, you see, come out from the Integrity Commission and dash way anything we are go viral, you know. That's even we as JLP supporters have to start chase down and start
defend and clean up and wipe up and map up.
Yeah, but here we go now, through the man them, the pant and them and all of them time up and the whole of them up on the clock. You see, you know see nothing from Andre, not Andre, when you Stevenson, you know see nothing from Stevenson. You know see nothing from nothing leak out, you know, you no look something so. It's like you wanna say, is either them up repackage come like a blob or some house cleaning go on, but it's very, very worrisome now that the people them will be the face right now. It's kind of really worrisome now.
Me still say, knowing that this is the kind of person, the connection that that person have with BNP, it is unfair. We need to find more people where we can at least hope. I mean, you're going to find some people might have a way to leave, but you got hope that they have integrity. And I don't trust this brother.
I'm going to show you one more thing and leave. Gone are the days when even the man you get elected or the man you was selected for this position, right? A man that keep him mouth quiet, I wouldn't even want the world know, say, yeah, I'm a friend this.
The man come out and talk.
We reach a point now where a man not in business no more. A man make say, yo, and my people them this, you know, so yo, anything or anything. And it's like
the man never ever wait, go to the man get appointed and come out, run him out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna edit with allegedly because I'm out.
Yeah, well, all right.
Vegas.
Yeah, fam.
Oh, I go on. If you remember a few years ago, Bruce Golding, when somebody wanted to appoint Vassiani to a post, I don't know if a contractor general or one of them posted, and Bruce Golding as Prime Minister come out and say, I will not be working with this man. He cannot get this post. And him stood him ground and them have rescinded him appointment.
But remember, what the minister of local government name again? Local government minister, man.
Desmond.
Remember Desmond's son? Desmond's son with the Kingston municipal. Where call it Solid waste,
man.
He said no, he can't make himself get that word. And the man got his job on a qualification. It wasn't because of any political string, but him said no, he can't make him get that word there. Yeah. Because him don't want nobody call up his name. You know? And I'm talking about integrity. See, sure.
Listen, but remember, so Richard Patterson was employed to Solid Waste in a big director position. And his PJ son. Yeah. And now when the scandal broke out, which is it was under Fame tenure in charge of some help or something, and him fall down on the job.
Listen, I was listening to a live today, and I hear Ingram said, the man is so much don't spread propaganda upon the Prime Minister that the man is just making a fool of himself. Ingram was saying on the live that in the Prime Minister's constituency, people are paying $15,000 a gallon for water. I mean,
a gallon or a tank?
A gallon. And he repeated several times. So when you ask Ingram, where you get that from? Ingram came here to a PNP Live. Now, if Ingram here to a PNP Live, Ingram have enough time to go and think about it and think.
Wait, you say $15,000 a gallon?
Yes.
Well, Anna, you know, one garrison?
In the Prime Minister's constituency, my talk, man.
Yeah, you know, one ghetto.
And a $15 for one truckload.
No, but hold on, no. A ghetto, them are free water.
No. Ingram.
Are they who not have free water, pay water?
Ingram just go around, man, and just listen and run
No,
with, oh, me get something, run with it. They don't check no facts. If you
but
notice,
I
Vegas
have
are
never
telling,
seen
say,
a
we
ghetto
check the
by water.
facts.
I've never seen a ghetto by water before.
But
Never.
England don't understand. That's what the people are telling England. The people must say maybe like down in Rima there one time, maybe that side, but them say not in Andrew Holness constituency. But England, you know, anything to spread propaganda on the Prime Minister, that's fame
Run
thing,
with
you
it.
know. Yeah, man. And then you have
No,
you
but hold
Richards
on.
now. You Richards now I say after them I tell you Richards about Delroy Williams now. I'm calling Feather. You Richards I say,
Yeah.
boy, Delroy Williams him have Down syndrome kind of mother have him when the mother was 80. When one PNP say it look bad, the PNP say thing, but yo, 80 that the woman they pass me no pass already, man. You Richards say, yeah, because you know when them tell them like you have PNP we can't think, you know. So when them say out all them liar, the PNP just run with it. Cause them don't have no respect for the intelligence of them PNP followers and listeners. So them tell them any propaganda and them suck it up. You can't imagine a woman at 80 pass me no pass long time. How the woman going to get pregnant? And that you Richard short, you know. Because you know the followers are idiots. Anything to spread. That's the PNP man trying to propaganda. They flood the media with propaganda. I have to leave. Sometimes I have to leave TikTok. I can't. Every turn you turn is propaganda. When you pass through the PNP thing, them little bit of blood I hide. I hear him not beg the other. I hear she over there begging to tell him, boy, them can't send things come give her because what she need it and all them. Why she's hiding? The thing is closing in on her. Look like the case of the police them are closing them case on her now. She there's somewhere hide. So she not coming, she not in Jamaica now and she not coming back now. She might come back to vote. That's so much she there hiding now. And I spread the propaganda hard same way. Says she read a foreign paper said during the 80s, goods are married. All them foolish, she said. If they were saying that because there was a shortage, what was there a shortage? If there was a shortage in the 70s and them say people are who the goods and hide it, or was there a shortage in the 80s when you could bring in? So it's pure propaganda left, right and center. And the followers are lapping it up because them don't have sense.
But Mickey, I asked Hugh, I asked Ingram, I asked Diego, I asked all of them over there, you know, Orin Cole, all of them. I say, listen, all right, the CIA is not a party shop. Number one, you can't just call the CIA and tell them to come. So the CIA have to have an interest in something. You understand me? That's the first thing. And secondly, what is it that Manley was doing? What is it that what Manley was doing? Why the CIA would have interest in it?
PNP now go see it out of the eye like that, you know. PNP always go deflect from the truth. So that's one problem.
Is the US Embassy up Aligani and any other US Embassy in the world? The CIA have an office there. So you don't need to call them. You know what me know that? We used to work at Walking Nut. In 99, 2000, 2001, we used to work at Walking Nut. Walking Nut was the security company responsible for guarding US Embassy. That's something you know.
Yeah, man. Every embassy have a CIA section. But I was asking them, oh on earth, if them can't tell me now, oh on earth, you going to run with the people with capital, the people who provide job, for the people them, all right, the people with capital, and then expect as a country to survive. You can't survive on a oil. We don't have oil. So when Manley run with the people,
Mickey,
we are
Mickey, you're going too far, Mickey.
The capital.
Before that, Mickey. Before I'm running, but what ladder? Our largest, we get 90% of our trade from. You understand me? Our grants are aid from is the United States. You understand me? Up to today, and then we get most of our aid from, right? And that's how we get most of our foreign exchange from. Why would you, as a country, a 10-year-old, look to have a war or a standoff with person who are feed you literally? Literally a feed you. How is that smart? How is that beneficial to your country? Can remember, you know, 74, Manley went to Washington with the begging pan. 74.
Yeah, but Punkos, the PNP that one heard that what that have to do with CIA. If the people who are creating jobs, you know much when them tell you about the level of capital flight, because the people them run with them foreign exchange and everything, those are the people who are creating jobs and are earning foreign exchange and so on, helping to earn foreign exchange away from the bauxite and so on. And you run them away. And you got to talk about CIA. Who CIA? A man they mash up the country. Which country can do that and survive? Make America run with them rich people and see what happens. And people who create the jobs in America and so on. Say Trump try to bring back the manufacturers them in America now. The PNP them, I don't know them things. And manly wreck the country.
But you see, I see him thing them a try to do with Andrew Holness right now. Spread propaganda upon him. They try to bring him down, and that them a try to do right now. Same thing what they do to see a guy, same thing them a try to do. Andrew.
Me hear Ingram have one girl on the program. I can't remember what she name. Andrew thief, taxpayer money, this, that. I did listen. I say Ingram and Hugh Richards. You now go respectfully carry until I say the IC has not accused Andrew of anything at all, and there's no evidence or even accusation that Andrew stole taxpayers' money.
There's no evidence. That Andrew
well, you know, so I'll know them can't even just out of respect for say, yo, mama make me correct you because you know so and so and not true what you say. Then make it stand and me say, see, that I can't debate pan platform with Uno. Because me nah go say when you can't say, well, something look fishy in it or the IC not satisfied or but you cannot go say the man thief taxpayers' money. You can't say them thing there.
But there's no evidence that, look here, when you have, there's blatant evidence with Mark Golan and DB&G that they benefit from taxpayers. With the Billy Craig deal and all them things. There's no evidence, there's not one ounce of evidence can show Andrew Holness benefit from any taxpayers thing or any contract or anything. When you look from PG and the whole of them, PG with the Rollins land deal where him get the man land value 100 million, they get the man for 1 million and all them things.
The Iran sugar deal.
No.
The shell waiver.
And so on. You take the lateralize to give your friend and all them things. There's no evidence. There's no evidence and can prove that Andrew make him a benefit from any taxpayers' money. Them can't come with no evidence like that and them keeps up 100 thief money. When you look at DB&G with the contractor general with the sweetheart deal, plus the Billy Craig money and all them things that things are putting it and there's you don't think that not come out to the shares or any money payback or anything like that.
But Mickey, our name Dan Crawford.
Yeah.
For Central National Bank. He was on Motti's show one morning, and him say, Motti, one night I was at home and I get a phone call, right? It was from the Minister of Finance that he wanted to have a meeting with me, right? At a particular location. And when he said, cool, we got the meeting. Blight was there. Never Blight was there. Never Blight was there. Yeah. And he was instructing Mr. Crawford to make Never Blight a partner in the bank. He must say, my bank is the 6th largest bank in Jamaica. Why would I want a partner? I'm good. I'm turning him down and say, no, thank you. Right? Him said the next morning he got a call from his managing director of the bank that the tax audit is there, police is there, them lock down them. Him say, what? The next morning, them shut down the man bank.
Yeah, man. I heard the conversation. Neville Blight, they said Neville Blight related to him. I don't know if it's by the wife's side or something, you know, but Omar Davis. And they were trying like a bully to take over the man's business. But the thing about it is now, what he did there, you know, is cause a run on the banks. Because what happened, you know, if you step into any bank, if all the depositors step into any bank right now and say them want about them money, the banks can't find it. Because the money is loaned out and so on. And they can't find the cash, they don't want that cash, the cash put down and so on. So what they do, cause a run on the bank and wreck it.
But when you see what they do, what they do to Paul Cheng Young? Imagine what they do to Paul Cheng Young. When you look on Paul Cheng Young asset base, you know, was the biggest asset base bus in the Caribbean, you know. And they mash up the man in company, you know.
Them record.
But remember, the house where Peter Phillips live in, the house where Portia live in, and the house where oh God, where the other one name? I three them, man. Peter Phillips, Portia, and somebody else, man. I think it's like house.
Yeah, but Peter Phillips never hide this, you know. But you're the trick that I'm using. So when him write up him statutory deduction, him write it as well, like 33 million. I don't remember the figures, somewhere in that region. But that time the house cost over 100 million.
Over 100 million.
Yeah, and them write 30 something million because that's a little FinSac giveaway price. Him get it out. So that's the price him write to do. That time the house cost over 100 million. Yeah. So him started everything look good. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's them full of corruption, man. Yeah. And even everybody I hear them come with the foolishness, they say I go start things. Boy, I'm say PNP them. Me hear Chopper talk to Caution one night, and Chopper said, Jesus Christ, no burn brain cell. You can't, them heat, them fool. The man have to just give up on, because they don't willing to go by facts and they don't willing to learn. It's just a propaganda and lie. Yeah? No matter how the facts, I steer them in the high. Or even logics or anything, there's no reason with logics or nothing. It's just propaganda and lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So like what Danai come back, we can arrest Danai.
Wow.
All the money that go with Danai.
Boy.
All the shotgun where Adams get from Danai. Remember say Adams saying go, they go get that shotgun from him.
Yeah, but the guy they tell you, the one we have Jamaica Young Police Channel. So Danai was Adams was on Danai pay bill, Danai control Adams.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Yeah, said Adams send the police. The police testify that Adams send them to Danai Williams to East Kingston to collect the gun to plant on the scene. And Danai tell them when them go. Danai tell them to go make a man give them the gun.
So when Mr. Black walk up to the podium at a PNP conference with a big box full of US dollar and put it on Michael Manley foot, right? Or was that just a contribution to the party? And Michael Manley said in an interview, and I'm say it, there's an interview there when Manley say him do it.
Yeah. But I hear thing they play a tape, I hear Jamaica Young Police Channel play a tape once with a FBI agent doing an interview, and he was talking about the Gullyman gang, Eric Vassell, and him say when them raid a place and find pictures with the gang and Manley and gun and drugs and all them things there. I did ask about it. But I have to go look and find back that video. Because that was a video. He was playing the video, Playing a tape, he was playing a tape, yeah. But I don't know. If you listen to the PNP, I don't know. I don't know. Even Carl Blight tell it. Carl Blight said, listen, I have front seat in this FinTech thing. I was a minister at the time and a debtor. So I can tell you, the government made a grave error. It keep the high interest rate instead of the thing there. They wanted to control the money supply, foreign exchange and thing. And what they did, was trying to use high interest rate to curb it, but they keep the high interest rate for too long.
Too long, yeah.
Liquidity, yeah. So
warn them. Siaga warned them.
But yeah. And then you have PNP all over the place. I say, then you have a little one up at the university there. The man propagandist. I don't know the man. If you're an economics teacher, you teach economics, man. You can't mix it with propaganda. William Horton, Andre Horton.
No, man, him smoke too much, man. Him, smoking I get to him.
I want him to smoke some bad weed.
Man,
I took my part of the Jamaica Move initiative, so I went to do my half-hour walking, you know.
The
Jamaica
man, yeah, the man come and say, boy, him a go employ much people, PNP go employ much people and put in camera for curb crime. So we said, but camera is there in all the major township and everything already and so on, and the police have them system. Because my run now says a new idea. Him clueless too, you know.
But Mickey, nothing that they presented is a new idea.
That's what I'm saying, Chuck. I say it all the way.
Let me say this, Nicky, is that one of the things that Mark Golden said he's going to bring back is the PMI, the great PMI.
Yeah.
Now, halfway during that PMI, when them introduced as the greatest success, it was during that when Peter Bunting put up him hand in the air and said, God alone can help with. So if it was such a great success, why Peter Bunting did run and say he can't do it no more, him need God? It was a field project. It was just a project to pay Dans.
Yeah, man. And feed my money from one of the money from up at the university, the socialist one there.
Yes. Forget his name.
Yeah.
That man, you know.
Trevor Monroe?
He was doing that
No,
interview.
the other one.
He was doing that interview for Nationwide one evening. And they said something about Porsche. And the man cut them off, you know. He got different Porsche, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Them, as we said,
John Maxwell?
No, man, not John Maxwell, man. I forget him name. He was in charge of the PMI.
One man.
One little white-head man.
One little white, yeah.
I said we can't find his name. The man cut the interview if he got different. What you have to say that about the Prime Minister? Yeah. Right? But that is what they have no new ideas. They say even though them are boss, everything in the country is wrong. They have presented nothing new or nothing to improve anything. Everything where they present is what is being done and what is already proposed to continue. Simple put. So then they have no new ideas that come with. Right? You go back for the Dan them because of them alone can help you win. And you say you're going to bring back. Yes, that is it, Trigger. You say you're going to bring back Operation Pride and you bring back Daniel Williams same time. So yeah, look how we have to give Daniel Williams some money. Again. Right? It is simply that the PMP have no ideas. They don't know what to do. Mark Golden and all of them are walking, no people are suffer. Food prices high. He has not presented any plan to lower food prices. Not this simply means that he don't have a problem with what is going on. In the midst of the greatest crisis where you put out now, the plans them where you put on, you say 5 years time them there. So the people them where you say are suffer now, you know no plans for them. The people them where you boss are suffer now.
Yeah, but the JLP plan is always to try and find employment for people, you know, bring in investors, try and create jobs for people. The PNP plan is always come and tax and feed them tribe. That is all them do, you know. Every one of them just try to get them head in the trough now, just to feed them tribe. That's their plan. So Mark Golden hide the little NIR now. For take it, for feed the tribe now. That is all them. They never come with plans how to put people to work. Even when Andrew say, all right, go learn and skill. That is not a part of them thing. You know?
They don't like there's something there. That's why I keep saying that's
they
what
don't
they
want. If the people are independent, them can't control them. PNP can't once people are independent, PNP can't control them, you know. Keep them
which is what them fear the most. People who can't think and do things for themselves. Right? So we know that them bankrupt ideas. And they only go out there now to try to tear down everything. But when you tear down everything now, you're actually giving a solution to the problem where you see. You give none. And that's why I get people to understand. If a man who saying care about you, and every day say, boy, you know, I don't like your house. And then when he get a chance to tell you how to put in a new house, he can't do it. That is the PMP for you. That is comrade. Right? But me have confidence and faith in the people of Jamaica. That when the bell ring in a couple months' time, they will do the right thing. And give Andrew, Michael Holness. And then, you know, so I can't tell him to change the name there. I can't tell him to change the name there now. Take out the name Michael. We don't like it.
Because
we don't like it.
Sure. If them come off what Andrew's on the right track, and if them slip off it, they're going to derail the economy. And them know that. Mark Golden know that.
He said, I am not being elected to continue what this government is doing. He said, you know, he speak it out of one mouth. He said, I am not being elected to continue what this government is doing. Which means that all of the investment in our health, in national security, all of them will be a thing of the past.
It must go and derail the economy. That's the thing about it.
The man who bring out for there, said, I opening batsman tell us that during his time, he didn't care about the macroeconomics of the country. That never mean nothing to him. That's what when you say there's something there, you know, it means that you know have no regards to people, you know.
Yeah.
When you can come out and say, me never care about the country when me did in charge of it. And go some of the people that try to help. It shows you how little regards you have. And now when you have somebody come around, you try to build it up. All of a sudden you have all the ideas.
Remember, you know, Chuck, that Clark was a PNP minister, you know, and the man wrote an article in 2012 when the man said, you know, because when the man said, listen, it is the PNP fingerprint that are most prominently displayed on the economic model in which this country is now stuck. That's Clark, you know, Clark. I was a PNP minister, you know, in the 90s. You know, man said the closure of dozens of manufacturing facilities, including many of Jamaica's largest and most prestigious, such as Colgate-Palmolive, Gillette and Ricketts and Coleman, and the rise in the informal sector, better described as commercial chaos, were among these cautioning markers. The man said the result, Jamaica fell from its position as a top economic performer amongst CARICOM states, all right, to be the region's most dysfunctional economy. That was a man who was a PNP MP, you know, and a PNP minister. I tell you, sir, PNP wrecked the country. The man, I tell you, sir, PNP wrecked the country in the 90s, you know.
Yes, and Ronnie Tweed said they presided over the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich.
Yeah.
So them all know what they did. Them know. It's only these set of people you see on social media. So how we come up? No understand the levels where the PNP bring this country to.
What the man was pissed off about, you know, Chuck, is how them bringing back the PNP in power, you know. Because the man was saying, even in the most far-fetched works of fiction, it might be considered implausible for a sane person to put a new car in the hands of a driver who had just driven one over a precipice.
Remember Peter Phillips' message to the US government was said Peter Phillips said it would be a great shame. Why? I can understand that, you know. I question it myself. Peter Phillips said it would be a great shame for the PNP to be returned to power. That
was when them.
Yes.
Yeah. The man, that was when they come. But the man said, but that is exactly the situation we are in, where we have in Jamaica today. The man said the economy has been handed back to those who were principally responsible for taking it over the cliff. You know, that's what the man said, you know, when PNP come back and come in the 2011 election, 2011 election.
Yeah, man, remember it came out in the league. That's one of the wire that he sent. That's one of the wire that he said. He said it would be a great shame if the PNP was to ever be returned to power. All of them know. KD Knight said, Mark Golding must never be put in charge of Jamaica. All of them know. Because them know the level of corruption when go on with when him alone could have talked to Omar Davis.
So, Chuck, we're here now. We are one of the people. Let's see if them really like go make that mistake for put PNP back in power.
We tell them all the while about the first mango them will be up on the tree. Now the mango season first the one always be up on one limb right at the front of the tree. You can see from far. Beer and ripe or pretty. You get to a time when it is sunburn. And when the sunburn it looks so pretty. Prettiest mango you ever see the sunburn one. But you're not ready to eat it. You're not ready to eat it. And if you farm fool and go pick it, you have to dash it away, because you can't do nothing else with it. Jamaica right now is at that stage where we sunburn, so we look pretty. But the work we don't get. It's at the most vulnerable time we don't know because we look too pretty, so people believe say all of the work done now, we're ready. No, we're not ready yet. We did it in 1972, we never know better. We never knew better in 1972 when we had it over to Michael Manley. We know better in 1989, but we still hand it over to Manley.
Yeah. You know, Perkins used to say, the only thing sometimes we regret is that Manley never get that third term in the 70s, after in the 80s, so that the people them learn a lesson. Because them go bring back the man go bring back the man, you know? Him said, man, let's get the next term and I make them learn the hard way. That's how Jamaicans learn, you know.
Well, if 18 years, not teach them.
Yeah.
Right? If 18 years don't teach them that these people cannot be trusted to develop Jamaica, then I don't know what will. The sad part, you know, is that I am of the belief that we're at the point now where Jamaica will never survive a next PNP.
I tell you, man.
Jamaica will not survive a Mark Golding. All of them tell you, you know, say, we're going to be the next Haiti. That's a feed them plan, you know. And all of them, as leaders in the People's National Party, all of them have a retirement plan outside of Jamaica. All of them have a retirement plan outside of Jamaica. None of them no plan to settle down in Jamaica after this. None of them no plan to do that. But make clean green chubby, me have to go make a run here now. Right. I have to go disappear now. So bless up everybody for pass through. It's been a while. We at it again
Big
tomorrow.
up yourself, man. Big up yourself.